Yes, Reds, what's going on? Welcome back to the Red Army Rant Pod. Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 1. Good result, good win. Big 3 points in the Champions League qualification. Ray, welcome back, bro. Hope you're doing
Big
good.
up, guys.
Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Turn your notification bell so you don't miss a live, you don't miss an upload, and you don't miss a video. And make sure you guys hit the like button as well and subscribe. We're 38 subscribers away now from 600 subscribers. If you guys would like to subscribe, see more Man United content, let us know. In the summer, we've got a lot of content for you guys coming, so don't worry about that. But if you're new to the channel, if you want to see a lot more, make sure you guys leave a comment as well. It helps out with the channel, helps out with the algorithms. With your interaction helps us a lot. But yeah, man, 3 points, Ray, is all I can ask for. And then we got the win we needed to win, and that was it, man. Hope you're doing good, man.
I'm doing good, man. Big up to the chat. Big up to everybody on the Akavin crew, the Red Hot Rant Pod.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not a rant this morning, but it's feeling relaxed this morning.
Yeah.
We got the job done against our well, I don't know what if Aston Villa is going to be a Champions League team, but we got one job done. We beat them. We got them 3 points. As we dig deep into the match, we're going to dig deep into the match, and we're quite happy with the second half. I'm not too happy with the first, but we were on the ball in the first, but we weren't really doing anything. We were like slow, kind of thinking what we're doing. I think it was a 50-50 game. I don't think we deserve to be in front in the first half, but the second half, completely different game. I saw whatever Carrick must have said in the halftime must have said, look, boys, get on with it. And then we came out in the second half. We were on the front foot, and then we scored the goal. And I thought, but what worried me was that Villa hit straight back. It was like Villa, I thought we would have cracked on and scored 2 or 3, 4 after that. But
sloppy in the ball, man. Really sloppy in the ball.
Very sloppy in the ball, and Villa came back, they equalised in a strange way, but they equalised. But man, that guy Bruno, oh man! Listen, if Bruno wants to, I tell you now, if Bruno wants to pay a rise, I will give it to him, to be honest, because he's broken David Beckham 26-year record of assists in the Premier League, bro. That's mad.
He's very close to the record now. He's
very close to the record. He's only got 4 assists left, or three assists left, I should say.
He will break it.
He'll break it easily.
I have a feeling he might even get 2 assists in that game, and then that's 2 assists behind already. So yeah,
exactly, man. He's mad, and that pass he did to Cunha, wow!
And
that run,
breaking the record. I'm just very happy it's a Man United player breaking the record.
That's it, man. I'm very, very happy because Bruno gets a lot of stick from our rivals, but yeah, every season this guy shows up for me, and he's the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League. And you know what I'm saying, AK. And the guy is, showing up. He's one of the reasons why we're going to make Champions League if we do, because he's finding somebody. And Cunha, neat finish, beautiful finish. He took that goal very well. And then Sesko came on and took his goal. And then we kind of we didn't cruise out at the end because we're still kind of a bit sloppy and almost gifted Villa a goal at the end, but we were well comfortable.
Since Carrick took charge from Man United by 22 points, that is insane.
22 points, and I think we've got the most in the league.
Big up, my bro. Big up.
So, yeah, man, I'm quite pleased. 22 points, the most in the league. And yeah, Carrick has done very well. He's exceeded my expectations. You know what I mean? I didn't really expect much from Carrick, but he's come in and championed for the job. And if he continues, he needs to be interviewed.
I agree, Duncan. I agree with you, bro. We can't sell him next season. No way. We cannot. No way, Jose. We can never sell him.
Who's that?
He's saying we cannot sell Bruno next season.
Oh no, you can't sell. No, you can't sell him, man.
No way. We cannot sell Bruno.
You can't sell him, bro. Yeah, I mean, I was against selling him last season too.
I've changed my perspective on Bruno Fernandes. Like now he's playing the 10 and he's getting a lot of, he's helping us going forward. I changed my mind on Bruno. No way. It's because if Amarim was gonna be here for the long term, Bruno cannot play in the 8, and it's gonna hurt
No,
us.
and
And
it's
that's
because they do. Sorry,
no,
carry on.
go on, Ray, I'm done.
Yeah, and it's because they wouldn't buy a number 8, so they I mean stuck him there. If they bought a number 8, Bruno would be in the number 10 role from the start of the season, and God knows where we would have been. So you know what I mean? It's he's still a very good attacking midfielder. That's his best because his vision is out of this world and his passing is out of this world. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, Bruno looking for a Hail Mary pass." No, Bruno is looking for his teammates to run, and then he makes the pass for them, and they run the ball. And if you don't, and even if you stop the pass, Bruno can move forward and shoot. So he opens up so much space when teams are trying to attack us. It's unbelievable.
100%, Ray. And we have to go in, and I pretty much think we're gonna get Champions League now. It's only a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of when now because, like you said, we have 3 more. If we win the next 3 more games and Chelsea continue to drop, Liverpool continue to drop, I think we can definitely get it. I think that's that's where we, that's where we will get it, because if we can beat Chelsea away or Liverpool at home, that's in my opinion that gets us where we need to be.
And I think we're going to be before we even play them, because looking at Chelsea and Liverpool, they're dropping points left, right, and centre. And I think if we continue to win our games, by the time we play those boys, we might be out of sight because they just don't look like a team that's going to win 4 or 5 games in a row to catch us.
I think Villa won't get Champions League in the league. I think they will get Champions League, but via the Europa League. I think they'll win the Europa League. I've said many times. I think Villa are going to win the Europa League. I can't see a reason why Villa can't win the Europa League. They've got the team to compete in the Europa League. They've got the manager who's a multiple-time Europa League winner. They should be able to win the Europa League in my opinion. I don't see a reason why they can't. So I think they're going to win the Europa League, and I think they will. I think they'll be able to they'll be able to seal it, because they're pretty much the best team in the Europa League, unless you look at maybe I don't know who else you can maybe think of, but yeah.
Unai is good at winning the Europa League, so I think he might win them that, and they'll get Champions League, and then the rest of them. I mean, who would have thought Liverpool were dropping points to Spurs?
I said Liverpool were going to slap Spurs 5-1.
That's it, and they didn't. So that's what I'm saying. Akin, man. I don't believe. Well, I believe that we are going to get Champions League because I think the 2 rivals. I don't really count Villa because Villa, as I said, they're not there all the time. So I think the squad depth is not going to allow them to do it through the league. But when it comes to through the league, I don't see Liverpool or Chelsea sustaining 2 or 3 games in a row to catch us, because they'll drop points. Like I see Liverpool going to Brighton and dropping points.
I can see that.
And if we win our game, we're now 8 points clear. Or 7 points clear.
The year. That is Puskas. I don't care. That is nailed on Puskas at the moment. Arda Güler. What a goal, man! I don't know, Ray, if you see Arda Güler's goal versus
No, sorry, I don't really watch the league that much.
But
I'll go back and watch it.
Have a look at the goal, right? That for me is definite nailed on Puskas. Nailed on. I don't care what anyone else says. I know Atletico Madrid scored a very nice goal as well the other day against Elche. Yeah, bro.
Is that Barcelona?
No, Atletico Madrid. I think they just played. I don't know who they played, but I think they won 4-1 last night.
All right.
You've got to. But yeah, bro. I think you'll win. I think he'll win the award for sure. I think United need to go for a left winger before Cunha go. United we looked at Bruno was shouting at Cunha to make runs to defense. That's what I mean, bro. Exactly. I 100% agree with you. I think we need to go for a left winger. Facts.
Yeah, Facts. We need to sort out the width because the fullbacks are still bad for me. Yeah. I don't want to see Shaw anymore as a fullback. I think he's done.
I want someone to rotate with Cunha next season, because next season, if we're in the Champions League, right? I'm still saying if, because it's not confirmed yet. But
exactly. Yeah, it's always if until it's confirmed.
I want to see rotation. Like in the Champions League, I want someone else to start, and maybe in the Premier League, Cunha starts. But I think that left wing spot needs to have some depth. I think Dorgu, when he comes back, I think he'll definitely be like a rotational piece off the bench. I don't think he starts next season, but when he was playing under Michael Carrick, he was playing very, very well. After that, I don't know. I just think a left wing, a midfielder, at a center back. I think we need a center back now because Lisandro Martinez is constantly injured. Oh, and by the way, De Ligt has now suffered a new setback. He might not be here for a longer period of time now. He could be out for a longer period of time even now. He's gonna miss the rest of the season now, De Ligt. So I don't think
Exactly, bro. That's what we need. We need centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
We need midfielders and fullbacks and wide men. And wide man. And that's just someone that we need to bang. If we're gonna go places, we need to bang hard with these. We need 7 players maybe, and spend a lot of money. And then you think, yeah, we've got a chance that season. If it's Carrick, they're going to be the manager or not. Any manager really who's coming, the board now. If I was the board, I'd be thinking, okay, I'm looking at the fixtures and I'm looking at where we are. I'm thinking, okay, this is the time now. We can smell at £100 million what they want. Don't put it in the bank and pocket and go do shit with it. Invest it in the team. If we got £100 million and we spend maybe 300 to 400 on top of that, I think United can be a serious team next season.
Yeah, it's about how we spend going into the summer, right? Because don't forget the World Cup could change a lot of what we do. Because
true,
players that we might want, they could suffer some injuries as well. So it's really something we have to be very, very careful of when we're considering. Because I want players like Tonali, I want players like maybe like a Bruno Guimaraes. I want players of the sort.
Well, we could offer the Champions League.
This is why I think Champions League, and then we have to qualify.
Exactly, and we can't make this. They can't make this excuse. Oh, you got no money. Listen, if you got £100 million and you got Champions League, Manchester United is still a very big name in football. Yeah. And if you got Champions League to offer a player, that will break the deal. A deal, and you're looking at a very quality player, and you've got Champions League, and you've got the money that from that Champions League to spend. The player will say yes straight away. If United comes, look, if we go to Tonali and say, look, he's thinking about leaving Newcastle because Newcastle's not going to be in the Champions League, he will say, yeah, I'm going to come into Manchester United because they're in the Champions League. Or Bruno or Guimaraes or anyone who's that kind of standard footballer will say, yeah, United in Champions League, yeah, I'm coming. Simple as that. Even Anderson and these guys will say, oh yeah, United, oh yeah, Champions League, yeah, I'm coming. So if we get Champions League, we've got ourselves in a very good position to be stronger next year over rivals, especially if Liverpool or Chelsea miss out, because it'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to them because they're not there. That was us last season where we don't think we're gonna get anybody to come to us because players were turning us down because United weren't in the Champions League. Well, this year, if we get it, they won't be doing that.
Surely we can't blow it from here. 9 points ahead with 8 games. We blow it when everyone's sacked. Arsenal should be able to win the league now. I mean, League Cup next week is important as well.
Well, Arsenal will. I see City dropping more points as well. So this is the thing. Arsenal, for me, Arsenal. I think Arsenal will win the league because they seem to know how to keep there. I mean, the City got it down to 2, and everybody thought, oh yeah, they bottle it now, and then somehow it's gone back up to 9 again. And it's like, are they really going to blow it this year? Because every time they look like City was going to make a charge, they just run away with it again. And I think if they beat Bournemouth, that's 12 points. And the City's got to beat Chelsea. And if they don't beat Chelsea, that's it. It's finished.
I hear you, man. No, I don't want Anthony Gordon. I want a proper left winger. I think Gordon's a very good player, but I don't think he's the player I want in mind. I don't think he's the one that I want.
I don't dislike him though. I don't dislike him.
I'm saying before United needs to go for Edison and Adam Wharton. I want Casemiro to stay another year, and I want someone else to be his back. I want to sign his backup as well. So we need to keep Casemiro for another year, or another year or two, and Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson or Edison, whoever we sign, needs to be a backup for him. But because the problem is, Ray, when you look at the market right today, when you look at today's football, there's so many players that out there, but you look at one and it's like, nah, he can't replace Casemiro. No, that can't replace Casemiro because Casemiro's like one of a kind. Like, you don't have this experience anymore in Europe. You don't have this experience that he offers and he brings and the quality he still has. Sometimes people say, oh, but he plays for Man United, he's washed. People only bring up the agenda when he plays for Man United. You know what I'm trying to say? People only bring up this agenda when he plays for because he's playing for Man United, right?
Yeah.
If he was playing for Madrid and he's playing at this level, people will be saying how good of a player he is. But people,
listen, people want the players to fail because they don't want Manchester United to come back. Just remember how they were saying, "Oh, Sesko is the worst summer signing," and the guy's almost got double-digit Premier League goals. The worst summer signing has been Liam Delap. That's been the worst summer signing. Yeah.
And do you know why I'm going to mention him? Because he's English.
The
media will not mention he's English.
But yet they said Sesko is the worst summer signing. I'm like,
Sesko.
You know what I mean? And that was before ball. That's before we even played it. Bloody. They go, oh, Sesko's one of the worst summer signings. I'm thinking, bro, Liam Delap has been the worst summer signing.
Yeah, 100%.
And we were trying to sign that guy. I'm so glad that we dodged the bullet with Liam Delap. Imagine if we signed.
I said to people, never bring Liam Delap in.
Exactly, bro. Imagine if we signed that guy with his one goal a season, this season. Mate, we'll be crashing out. We'll be crashing and burning out so hard. I don't even because I think we'll be 15th again if we signed bloody Delap because he's the crap. I didn't want him, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Liam Delap. I'm like, no, please don't bring Liam Delap to the United. And thank God, somebody listened to somebody overriled Wilcox, overthrew him and said, look, no, get Sesko in. Yeah.
I think it's Vivell. And also, I think Vivell is one of the guys, right? He's one of the only guys that if you look at, like, Vivell is like one of those chief negotiators that you just find, you just think.
Yes, I like the Vivell because Vivell is smart.
He's the only guy in that board that I trust.
Yeah, man. He can spot talent. He knows what it's about. Because Walcott's were going to bring in bloody Walcott's going to say, oh, no to Jokeris, no to Sesko, and bring in bloody Delap. And we would have been crying. Trust me.
And just back on the Casemiro point real quick, people said that, all he's done was just play behind Luka Modric and Toni Kroos, and that's why he was so good.
No, that's bullshit. He's a good footballer.
People don't realize how tough a position a central defensive midfield is. Having to cover ground, having to, win tackles for your team. Casemiro is that guy, bro. He's really good.
He's that guy, mate. And
knowing Casemiro, he gets booked so easily. He was playing on a yellow card for majority of the second half. So credit to Casemiro.
But he reads the game well.
He does.
He reads the game very well. I mean, and he's got an attacking thing in him. I think he scored a lot of goals. He scored lots of goals for us this season. So he's a great defensive midfielder. He's a legend of the sport. He's one of the best defensive midfielders of this generation. I can't call you another one that's as better. Rodri maybe, but even Rodri is not as good as Casemiro. I don't think.
All time, no. Rodri doesn't beat Casemiro all time. No way. No way. No way.
And I'm not this generation neither.
Exactly. Not this generation. No.
Definitely not. Casemiro is top, and he will go down as a legend of that position when he retires.
Fair enough, Sankit. Fair enough.
I mean, fair enough, but even if as I said, if we were in the Champions League, we couldn't fight City because it will all be down to wages, I think, because it'll be like we could offer you Champions League, and if Pep goes, and we've got a good project going, we could say to Anderson, look, do you fancy coming to here? Because, Pep's not there no more. We got Champions League. We can offer you this. You come to United, you start.
But the only problem is City are still going to go for a good manager. they might be the ones who go for Luis Enrique next.
Bro, if they go for Luis Enrique, yeah, and I would be kind of pissed off, to be honest. Even though Carrick is doing good. You see, my thing, Akevin, is yes, Carrick is doing good. But if you've got a man that's available that's better and has done it, I always say to Carrick, look, Carrick, we're not going to throw you away. You can be a part of the first team. Could be could be assistant manager, but we're looking at Enrique. And if Enrique says, "Yeah, I want to come," work with Carrick, and then Carrick can learn from Enrique, and hopefully he can pass the mantle when Enrique's done his thing, and has got this team flowing and smoothing, and he goes, "Say, look, Carrick, all right, I've done this, I've won this. Here, you take the head coach first, the head coach role." That's what I'm hoping for. That, I mean, that would be the fairy tale for me. You know what I mean? Enrique and Carrick working together. Enrique wins us this. Enrique got the team's going great. And then Carrick just steps in after Enrique says, look, I've had enough now. And here you go. And then it's like, yes, because he'll be in the setup. But that's a dream.
What do you think of Camavinga available for just 40 to 50 million? I would say Camavinga. I've always liked the guy, and I think he's a very hardworking player.
He's only young. He's only 23.
I'll take him. We should have signed him last time. I think it was when he was on a free. Or was that? No, that was Chouameni, wasn't it? No, Camavinga was when he was on a free agent. We should have signed him last time when he was free agent. When he and Madrid were in talks. United should have swooped in and said, "We'll take you."
Yeah, I like him. I mean, I know he's got a bit of injuries, but hey, he's still a good player, man.
I would take Camavinga for sure, 100%. I would definitely go for them. Personally, I want United to go for Osimhen last summer. Bro, we should have gone for Osimhen last summer.
We should have.
Even the year before when Conte came in and they didn't like him, you know.
We should have. We shouldn't have bought Rasmus Højlund. We wasted 7 million on Rasmus Højlund,
bro.
And should have bought.
Yeah, sorry, go
on. Sorry, man, I cut you off.
No, finish your points.
No, yeah, we wasted 70 million on Rasmus Højlund, and we should have bought Osimhen in.
Exactly, and
if we wasn't going to buy Kane, we should have got thing. And then if you're going to bring in Rasmus to develop, but we just brought him. We just brought him in and made him number one, and he wasn't ready for the role. It was crap. He was crap in the second season.
Bro, Osimhen, when Conte went in, he was dumped out of the club. We should have gone for Osimhen that year. The year that Conte threw him out the club, we should have just said, you know what, we're gonna go to Napoli. Here's 40 or 50 million, Osimhen, or 60 million, whatever it was. Sign him and bring him to Old Trafford.
Bro, I would have scored.
Perfect. See how good he's playing for Galatasaray in Europe as well right now.
Exactly.
See how good he's playing for them. You know.
And I think he's going to surprise. I think he's going to surprise Liverpool at Anfield.
I hope so, bro. I really
because they shit on the counter. They can't defend the counter, and if you got Osimhen on the counter, he makes things happen.
I hear you, man. We should have though.
We also need to back up Sesko as well, So we need a lot to. As I said, this summer the board needs a lot to do. But we'll get to that speak when we get to summer.
No, don't worry. We will get to it. Modric said, if Casemiro was not there, me and Cruz don't do things we can. True. Kimmich. Yes, bro.
Yes, Kimmich, yep.
Is the guy, bro. Kimmich, right? I've been saying this on many of my shows. I said the only guy that I can look out there and say, maybe he's the guy, is Kimmich. They can replace Casemiro. I said, bro, Kimmich is the one. I've always said, let's bring Kimmich in. I've been saying, let's bring Kimmich in for a long time. Since Ten Hag was here, I said, let's bring in Kimmich.
Yes, I admire Kimmich, yeah.
He's going to stay at Bayern for a longer time now. I said, let's.
He's going to be a Muller Inter. He's going to retire. He's going to be retiring at Bayern.
Unless we sign him now, or unless someone else snaps him up, then maybe not. Because there was a time where Muller was also linked with the move away from Bayern Munich, and then I think he was gonna play, but then he didn't, and we didn't go for him. But problem is now, if we can bring these other players in, he can also play right back. He's versatile as well,
Exactly, man. Kimmich is sick.
Fabinho's playing right back in DM. You know what I mean? Sorry, go on, Ray.
Yeah, man. Kimmich is sick, man.
He's really good.
Because we need to do something on the fullbacks, man. Because I don't want to see Luke Shaw no more at fullback. It's bad.
Awful.
And Dalot is not even better. We need.
Dalot's Dalot's been all right. Dalot's been all right. If we can't sell Dalot this summer, keep him as a squad player and make him a squad player only. Make him as like an emergency substitution or like an emergency backup.
Make him a sub, yeah, and then get rid of.
Don't
Just
make
we
him
need
play
better, man. We need more
not in the
quality.
Champions League. Bro, because in the Champions League, you're gonna face top quality wingers. You're gonna face
Exactly,
wingers.
man. You're gonna get some top quality doing, and then you'll get turned inside out.
So Mazraoui should be our backup right back, and we should go for someone that's better.
Yeah.
Go for someone like who at right back do you think we could really go for at right back?
Problem is, I don't see much right backs available, don't they? What's the thing?
Guevara Reed or something. I don't know.
Or Hall?
Reed, maybe.
Is it Lewis Hall?
Lewis Hall at left back, maybe, but I think a lot of people don't fancy him. Lewis Hall for some reason. I rate Lewis Hall. I think he's a good player. I don't know what.
He's a good player, man. He's better than Luke Shaw.
He's better than Luke Shaw for sure. But to be honest with you, if Lewis Hall if we're gonna sign Lewis Hall at left back, sign as someone to compete with him. Have somebody compete with Lewis Hall at left back.
Yeah.
Because every time we sign someone, we don't have a backup for them. There's no competition. They're gonna feel comfortable in the starting 11.
Yeah, and they don't play good.
Performance is gonna drop. Ryerson maybe. Ryerson could be one, but I think Guevara Reed wouldn't be bad as well. At right back, I look at Arnau Martinez, Ryerson, Guevara Reed.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Maybe these guys. Bring in these type of players, or like a Pedro Porro from Spurs. Maybe that could be one as well. Pedro Porro, DeMarco is more of a left wing back though, to be honest with you. So yeah, I wouldn't go for DeMarco right now. But I mean, if you could play left back, then yeah, sure. But he's more suited to the left wing back role, in my opinion. And by the way, speaking of DeMarco and Inter, man, they got lucky because Milan dropped points again. Milan lost. Had Milan won, it had been a 5-point swing in the last 2 weeks. Bro, Milan really could have been in the title race, man. But now it's over. 8 points, it's done.
Who's winning? Who's got 8 points league?
Inter
Milan. Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
AC Milan won last week against Inter 1-0, right?
Oh, AC, yeah.
And then Inter dropped points to Atalanta at home. Milan lost to Lazio 1-0 away because that could have been Milan being 5 points behind.
Nah, it's Inter Milan. It's Inter Milan today.
DeMarco played left back at Italy. How old is he now, though? If he's in his prime, then I'll bring him in for sure. I'd definitely bring DeMarco in if he's an option for sure. DeMarco could be a great option for United next season. Definitely. If he's in his prime, for sure, I'll bring him in. And then we need to go for these type of players.
That's what we need to go, bro. Because we need I know we're saying if because we're being humble here, but we got conceding to the Champions League, so we need to get better players for the Champions League and for the Premier League as well. So because as I said, we spoke about this offline. I don't want to be Champions League next season, then shit next season, then drop out, and then the following season we're back in the Europa League or we're not in Europe at all. I want to be 2-3 seasons in Europe, because if we get consecutive years in Europe, well, we're getting money in the team, and we can invest in the team.
That's the thing. We need to invest a lot more in the team for sure next season. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So next season we should this summer we should invest enough to keep us in the Champions League next year, and then the following year invest even more because you're 2 years in the Champions League, get money, keep being in there, and then keep improving his team, and then push for titles and stuff like that as well. Because we're Manchester United, we're not supposed to be 15th and crying and play 40 games a week and all this bullshit. We're supposed to be investing in this team. Exactly. And doing what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not saying win every year, but challenge, man. Challenge.
Facts.
If Arsenal could challenge, I'll pick up all Arsenal fans in here. No disrespect. But if Arsenal could challenge, why can't United challenge?
We should be able to challenge, and next season onwards, we need to sign a bigger.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I agree with you what you were saying about we should be challenging for the title next season. Not win it, but challenge.
No, we have to be competing next season, and at minimum win a trophy and finish in the Champions League places again.
Yeah, win a trophy, finish in Champions League places, and go again.
Maximum's competing for the title. Next season, I want to compete. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to see us. Oh, we're third, and then look, we're 10th or 12th again, or some bullshit.
Next season, I don't want people to say top 4 again, top 4. What's your aim? Top 4. I'm sick of it. sick of it now. Let's compete next season. We've been in the dumps way too long. I don't care if the squad's only gonna for one game a week. So maybe let's be more demanding to the board and hope that they can sign more players for us.
Yes, and that's what they should be doing. Send more players so they can handle 2 games a week or 3 games a week. Big up it, and then get us to where we want to be, man. As you said, we've been down in dumps too long. I mean, you got owner. Your owner's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be throwing you the cash and stuff like that. And all these owners be saying, "Oh, we're broke." I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear this. We're broke, and all this. You're the owner, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how people really think that this board and these players, or not these players, this board are broke.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. We've spent £200 million season in, season out. How are these guys broke? They just don't want to invest.
That's what exactly it is, man. Invest.
Yeah, man.
You know, I really don't get it. You know, if you invest into something and you make something better, you get more money. These guys come from from a different school where they go, oh well, let's save, don't invest, and then we can get more money because we're not really spending. I mean, that's a poor man layer business way.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Football is different, bro. You got to spend to get things. At least, I mean, City spend and look how much shit they've won over the years. Arsenal's been spending. I know they haven't won much, but they're a consistent team.
But see, this is where I kind of draw the line with it, because it's the managers when they come in, right? They get backed. Some managers get backed, and some managers don't get backed. Mourinho didn't get backed. Van Gaal didn't get backed, right? We look at managers like Solskjaer didn't get backed. Managers that got backed failed under this board. Even managers that got backed, Ten Hag got backed, Amram got backed. These two failed.
What happened is, I think this board, I don't think our fan base pulled the plug too quick. Like, Arteta was in trouble twice to get sacked. Yeah,
Arsenal fans wanted him out, to be honest with you.
Yes, and the board. I think what the board. You see, this is where Arsenal got it right and we got it wrong, because they didn't listen to all the pressure of the. Listen, if they listened to the pressure of the fans, Arteta would have been sacked and all the money been spent and wasted. But what they did was, look, we don't care what the fans say. Because I heard riots against the Conkeys, but they never listened. They kept backing Arteta, and Arteta kept improving. And now he's on the verge of something special. And that's what we have to really do. Because we have been like, oh, Ten Hag has failed, or Amrin has failed. And the board has made the move, but the team is still not ready there yet. What we've got to do is, if we're going to give it to Carrick, and Carrick has a little bit of dodgy period, I think we need to chill a little bit and lay back a little bit and go, okay, look, if the board is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and Carrick is having a little bit of a wobble, but he's showing that he can improve, he should survive that. We at United, when we have wobbles, we don't survive it. So Ten Hag had a wobble, he sacked. Amrin had a wobble, he sacked. And now we're on Carrick. So that's the problem.
Amram came in and tried to do his stupid ways, and then it didn't work. And then we're in the relegation scrap, almost in a relegation scrap, right? So that deserved the sack for me. Like, I don't care if you just come in. Like, those are not the standards of Man United. If a manager is going to mess around with the squad and not get the results, but call it an improvement, then that's a sackable offense, right? For me, Ten Hag deserved to be sacked. Amram deserved to be sacked. Ole deserved to be sacked. Mourinho, not so much. Van Gaal, not so much. These two managers, I look at those two managers and be like, the board did not back those two managers. Had the board given those managers players we needed, yeah, by then, by Mourinho, by LVG, we could have been back to the top again. You know what I mean? And that's where, when Mourinho eventually does leave as a successful manager, you bring in the next man up.
You see, and this is
the role,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But also another thing where we didn't do what Arsenal got right is, yeah, we sack the manager, but we keep the players that cause a sack. And then the next manager has to improve the shit. What Arsenal did was clear up. They got rid of the Ozils, they got rid of the Aubameyangs, and they got rid of the guys that were failing them. And they kept Arteta. What we did wrong is, okay, yeah, I'm in sack, but we keep in Shaw. It was 10 Hag shot, but we kept Onana for Amin to fail. And that's where we've got it wrong. What we have needed to have done, if you're going to sack these managers, you get rid of the players that failed, and then you bring in new players for a new manager and see what it goes.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I think we need to get rid of the players that, you know, I think we need to get rid of the players.
Exactly. I was saying this to somebody the other day. I was saying, look, Carragher's coming, right? And he hasn't had to deal with the shit that Amin had to deal with in his first season, where he had Onana, he had Garnacho, he had Anthony, he had Jet. We got rid of them. And Carragher's coming with his ideas, and the players are responding straight away because they're new players. They're not players there that's been there for, well, some of them have been there for a long time, but they've been the players that have been giving the man most heartache, spinning men head out, crashing us out, like Onana, sabotaging the games when we should be winning. Carrick hasn't got to deal with that. And I said this to my friend, if Carrick came in after Ten Hag, he would have failed because he had to deal with all this shit. Yeah, Amrin needed to get sacked, but Amrin also cleared up the team for the next manager. And this is what we need to be doing. Now, if we're going to give Carrick the job, we still need to clear up the team and make the team good so Carrick can succeed. Now, that's where we failed. That's where we failed. We have sacked, but we've not cleared the team up. So, okay, yeah, Carrick. Oh, sorry, no, I won't say Carrick because I don't want to put the bad on. Okay, I mean, you're sacked, but you've got new players. You haven't got the same old guys that caused you to get the sack. You get me? And that's where we've went wrong. And we've been doing that for years. We let player power sack loads of managers. Oh, like Jose shouldn't have been sacked. Jose wanted to clean up because so many guys wasn't doing it. We should have said, okay, Jose, who you want to clean up? Such. Get them out. Bring guys in. Jose wins the league. Ollie comes. So say Ollie comes in. He wins the league because he's got a team that's been doing something, and that's where we've gone wrong in that period of time that we've been in. We don't clear up the squad, and we need to clear up the squad, and we need to have a manager in that could work with players that want to win. No more Sancho's, no more frigging Di Maria's, no more Pogba's, none of those guys. Just guys who want to win.
I mean, but the thing is, though, those guys wanted to win. The problem is the club didn't match their standards. You know what I mean? Like we had the wrong players surrounding them. We had the right players, but the wrong players surrounding them. You get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? We brought in the right players, like to win, like to want to progress. Pogba was the right signing. Ibra was kind of the right signing, but he was 36. We still bagged 28 goals that year. Di Maria didn't want to be here. All right, fair enough. He can leave. But I'm talking about those players like Varane, for example. You know, like these guys. They were the right sign with players that didn't know how to win. Players that were trophyless for a very long time. Got away with it. They never played in a final, or they either never competed for something major. And we kept on holding on to them, and the mentality started to go down and down and down. And like United became a small club. Had a small club mentality. So this is what I mean. We had the right players, but we surrounded them with the wrong signings. We surrounded them with the wrong players. Like, I'll give you another example. We had Smalling, right? Under Van Gaal, this guy won the FA Cup with us, won the Europa League with Mourinho. All right,
And a league.
you bring in like a Lindelof. Lindelof, right? What has Lindelof done? You know, what did he do? And then we didn't go and sign another player. We didn't go and sign like a Varane earlier. You know, who was like a 4 Champions League winner or a 3-time Champions League winner at the time, right? And this is what I mean. Like, players of that sort just were not the right players that we could progress with as a club. So
exactly. I mean, we go sign Anthony for 80 million. Why?
And you saw what Mourinho said. Mourinho already said this. See where they play, how they play, if they play. That's football heritage. Mourinho was right. Let's just be real for a minute. Mourinho was correct. about these players. Mourinho said that these guys were never going to get, they were never going to play for a big club ever again after United, because these guys knew that after Man United, it's downwards for them, except Rashford or Di Maria. Rashford maybe went to Barcelona, right? Rashford went to Barcelona. Højlund went to Napoli. McTominay went to Napoli. Napoli is a good club. It's not a
they're a good club, man. They got some heritage, man.
It's a good club, right?
Yeah.
And then you go and sell, players like, for example, we sold Varane to Como. Como was his last signing because he retired because of an injury, right? Who else? I can go on and on and on, bro. It's a step down for a lot of players when they leave Man United,
Exactly. That's why they should bring the winning mentality to United to win.
But as I said, Ray, like the signings you named, Di Maria, Pogba, all these guys were the right signings. But like I said, and I will say it again, we never surrounded them with the right players, with the players.
I don't know if Di Maria was the right signing because he didn't have the right attitude. He snuck out.
I think he was, bro. I think
he snuck out from us where he should have at least given us 2 seasons.
Do you know why? It's because he didn't like Van Gaal, and other one was because he didn't like the fact that his house got broken in. And trust me, I don't wish that on anyone. I don't wish someone's house gets broken in by some robbers and by some thieves or whatever like that, right? But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't like.
I think the way he left the club, the snake. This is why I always call him the snake. Is the reason why I think he was a bad signing, because he snuck out to. I mean, he was told to come on to the preseason, and he just didn't do it. And he went to go and sign for PSG. So that will never really be a guy that has the right mentality for United, to be honest. And Pogba, yeah, he had it, but then I don't know. I think with Pogba, maybe stardom went to his head, because when he came to in his first season with Mourinho, yeah, he was performing, and then all of a sudden he just dropped off for a reason.
Yeah,
and then because Mourinho said it himself, we want Pogba, who played for France, to play for United, and he never really showed that.
But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, big up Lumen as well.
Big up Kyle.
Yeah, big up.
Big up Kyle. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're doing good, man.
Hold on, let me come on because I can't really hear you.
Make sure you guys all go subscribe to Kyle's channel, bro. Carrick will favor Maguire and Shaw because they're English, and will favor Dalot because of Bruno.
I don't think it's favoring as such. I think basically Maguire has
it's all we've got. Sorry to cut you off, Kyle, before you continue. It's all we've got. It's all we've got for now.
Yeah, and also to add on to Ake's point as well, is that Maguire and Luke Shaw are the only available best options currently right now. In a whole season, that'd be, as much as I hate to say it, Luke Shaw's staying in the club has increased more and more because Luke Shaw's more available. He's less likely to get injured ever since that time. We've had injury issues with Luke Shaw, but they have been reducing compared to other players like the late Lisandro Martinez, whose injuries have been consistent in getting injured at least once in a season. And those injuries are not short-term injuries like, he gets a knock, he'll be back in the next 2 games. Those are long-term injuries.
Yes.
He disappears for 2 months, 3 months. Yeah.
Same thing with Mount. They disappear, they get injured and disappear for months and months.
Yeah, but this is why Sesko off the bench, and you saw you give the ball to him in the box, he scores. In the second half, he scored. So I'm not mad. I don't really think I can complain too much of the 3 points. It's just it was a dull second half despite the goals we scored. The game of football itself in general wasn't a
good game from United, but we stepped it up in the moments when we needed to, and we scored 3 goals.
It wasn't a great watch in total, but at least we got the win. Like, that's all I can really say. Like, It's dull, but
No,
it's not.
but it was a better start to how we started against Newcastle as well. I
Yes, it
think
was.
with
It
us,
was. Yeah, it was. I mean, we had good spells. I think we had good spells in the 20th minute, and maybe closer to halftime. We had some good spells in there. Better,
yeah,
better.
and it was a better recovery performance. You could tell that the loss to Newcastle really hurt those players, and they
Yeah,
stepped up. The attack intensity was there. With us that were not finishing our crosses inside the box. We had crosses from the wings to the box, but there was no one there to finish those chances. The same thing that we have been having from time and time over again. But from an attacking point of view, it was a good performance. The only thing that pissed me off was Aston Villa's goal.
It woke them
That
up, you know. After
huh?
that the Newcastle game woke them up.
No, also the Aston Villa goal, like time and time over again, we're getting confused inside the box. Like you can find two United players next to one guy, and they're creating space where the opposition is inside the box and they can score.
Mm.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a weird goal. I mean, and it was just ball ricocheting all around, and then Bartley just smashed it, and we conceded
Either
it.
way, was offside,
and
in
He
my
was.
opinion.
He was offside.
It
Yeah,
was
he was
offside.
offside. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I think
even
that
if it
kind of.
was
I think Aston Villa tried to score a second goal. Because they were coming at us, and I was thinking, oh shit, are we gonna actually lose this game? But then I like how Bruno found the run, and they weren't expecting that run.
Great response. So great response to the goal.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was a great response. I mean,
we woke
when
up
I look
fast.
back at the goal, I saw Cunha started moving, and then Bruno's just instantly just put the ball right where Cunha is, and he was away.
We definitely woke up fast, and you know what I'm trying to say. Because if you think about it, like, if had we not scored the second goal, it could have been it could have been a very dodgy ending. And then that Sesko goal was a deflection, but we'll take it.
Well, it
And
could have been a very dodgy ending
it scored
because
a consolation.
Villa was up for it.
Bro, Villa needs scored a consolation at the end because remember that they missed.
Yeah.
Remember that they hit their own player. It was an open goal, but then they hit their own player, so it missed.
Look,
And then
Villa
that
was up for it, bro, mate. When they scored the equalizer, Villa was up for it because they were like, because we scored their goal and then we dropped off, and then Villa scored theirs, and they were up for it. They were coming forward, and they weren't parking the bus. And even at the end, they still was trying to come forward, and because you see, teams not yet respecting United, which I mean, because we finished 15th last year, they're looking at the team and go, well, this team is still kind of the same, but we're playing better, and this is playing into our hands.
yeah,
Yeah, because
and
Bournemouth
also
will do the same thing. Bournemouth will come at us because Bournemouth will think, oh, this is not. But then we could hit them on the break.
What did you
yeah,
think of
that's
the
true.
What did you make of the Villa game, Kyle? What was your overall thoughts on the match?
My overall thoughts,
And
for
also, guys,
example,
Kyle's link is in the description of the video. Make sure you guys go check his channel out. It's in the description. Yes.
yeah.
Go on.
So my overall thought on the game is it was a good performance. It was a performance that you want to see. You want to see how the boys perform after the first league loss in 2026. You want to see how the boys Carrick changes the game after his first league loss in as United interim or caretaker role. So it was a good performance, a clear performance, and something that we all want to see is consistency. Can we see that performance game in, game out? I know it is impossible, but can we at least see 80% of that consistency? Okay, can also as well can we improve our man marking abilities as well? How can we let Villa score that goal, even if it was offside or even charged a hand going offside? It's There's still one man who let his man not be marked, and that's something United cannot be keep doing, and that's something I kept mentioning here over and over again. our man marking abilities. It's what led to opponents scoring goals against United. It's what led to oppositions swinging a ball, even if it was offside. But that's really pissed me off. That goal that Villa scored.
Shouldn't have counted, in my opinion. Shouldn't have counted.
No,
Yeah, it shouldn't have counted. But let's be honest, what could we have done better?
I think we were sloppy with why start because I think Manu was giving the ball away. That what led to it. You see, it's always the lead up to me for how goals are scored, and we scored our goal, and then instead of we keep the ball, we were just giving it away, and that's what led to the sloppiness on marking of because we should be going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going forward, like we look like we in the first half we were very, very wasteful. Like, I think we could have done a lot better in front of goal. We could have tried to create a few more chances. You know, we just I don't really know how to put it out because we gave Villa a few corners. We didn't do the job in the first half. Second half, we came out and we scored an early second half goal. I don't remember exactly what minute we scored, but around just shortly after the second half started, I think Casemiro scored the corner, and it's another Bruno to Casemiro cross, another goal that we scored between the two. So good stuff on that. And then Villa equalized, which in my opinion should have been offside because it was interfering with play.
Yes.
However, the what was I going to say again? However, the response at United gave straight back after Villa scored. I think a few, or like I don't know how long exactly after, but we scored.
4 or 5 minutes later.
Bruno the ball to Cunha, woke us up straight away, and we scored.
And because that hurt Villa because Villa was on the attack.
Exactly, and then Cunha, he crossed it in, but the ball deflected back to Sesko, and Sesko scored a deflection. Albeit, I'll take the goal 3-1. We'll take the win, and that was the game wrapped up. But sometimes
also Bruno played well as well.
But sometimes we have a lot of chances in front of goal. There was a time where Ahmad should have passed to Manu, Sesko should have passed to or Sesko should have scored, because I remember when Sesko was through on goal, Sesko passed it instead of taking a shot, and which I was like, why did you pass it? You should have just taken a shot. This is why I'm saying we could have slapped Villa like 5-1 had we been a bit more smart on the ball. The lack of IQ in this team sometimes concerns me, man. It really does. A lot of selfish players, a lot of players, sometimes being too unselfish. Sometimes making the wrong decision or making the wrong pass. Just not the final play needs to be better. Right, cool.
Each pass.
Sesko to Ahmad. Because I was thinking, why didn't Sesko just shoot? Because he was through on goal, where he could have just taken a shot, right? And another one where Ahmad was kind of through on goal. He took the shot, but Manu was just right there. Manu was right next to him. Manu had a free run to the box. I think he could have gone in front of goal as well. So this is what I mean. Like, a lot of the lack of IQ in this team really concerns me. A lot of unselfishness and wrong decision making, and too selfish. Both. You know what I mean? Big up to Michael. It's been a while. Sorry. Go on.
No, it's okay. I get it. I get what you mean. It is where we don't know how to balance between the two of being selfish and being unselfish.
It's just it's just both. You know what I mean? Like, too unselfish and making the wrong pass, and being selfish and just going for goal and missing. So we just don't make the right play. The final pass and the final decision needs to be a lot better going into next season. This season, just take the wins as we go. I don't really care. We're not going to win anything anyways,
Exactly. The season is just a goal, not really a development job.
Yeah. Next season, Sesko will be on fire. Fair play to the lad, not moaning, be on the bench and showing that when you come, he can have it.
But Sesko's here for a while, man. And I quite like what we're trying to do with Sesko, develop him into a United player. Not just go, oh well, yeah, he's a number one man playing every season, every game. He's not scoring, kill his confidence. We're actually trying to develop Sesko into a United player.
Yeah, and also another thing we need is a backup striker.
Yeah,
Sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
we cannot be going into next season with the Bomo as
no,
our backup striker.
I want
Can
him
I
to be. Sorry,
go on? No, go on. Go on.
no. You see, I want a Bruno to play in his natural position, mate. He's not a striker. You know, what I mean, he needs to be on the ball. He needs to be one of our creators. Because when he was on the ball in the first half of the season, he was scoring goals and creating more and more. Now we've tried to get him as a man without the ball, and I don't think he's that kind of player.
And this is what concerns me, right? Going to next season. Do you know? Actually, no, not next season. Sorry, in the last few games, or in the last, let's say, 4 or 5 games, what has happened to Mbumo's first touch? What's happened to his first touch? And what's happened to his, forward play? I'm starting to question, like, is Mbumo, like, is he? I mean, he's good enough, sure, but the problem is he in a rough patch, or do you think this is just how he is as a player?
No, I think it had an element of he didn't do much of precision with Brentford as well. So it that element of lack of precision minutes. Like
Yeah, but
precision you're meant to.
he was our top scorer before Cisco overtook him. You know, Cisco.
No, I think the rumor is as Kyle said, the lack of preseason and the lack of playing him in the right position. Because at Bedford, he wasn't a striker. He was a man that come in off the wing and score goals and stuff like that. And we've changed his position from what he was doing in the first half of the season when he was banging goals for us, creating a lot of space, getting assists and stuff like that. We've gone away from that and we've put him more as a striker since Karkic come in,
Yeah.
and that's not his game. I don't think.
It's not his game. His main game is to cut inside or to close the ball from the wings.
Yes, I'll get the ball from deep and go forward.
Yeah, so I won't really call Bomo out for that. I'll just say that Bomo just needs to improve on his abilities. That's all. And also, we need a backup striker,
Yes, we
a
do.
good quality backup striker,
I agree.
so that Bomo can go back to his main position.
Exactly.
But I think we need a left winger as well as we need a striker. I think left winger and striker is a must for sure.
That's what I said, bro. I mean, this is the thing. If we had got Semenyo, I know Semenyo chose City, but if we got Semenyo, we would have been cooking, I think.
I don't necessarily think Semenyo, but I think someone who can play left wing naturally, a natural left winger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need a natural left winger, mate.
I was thinking that if Rodrigo at Madrid ain't favored, and if we get Champions League next season, if he can come back, like I'd say, well, he's gonna come back in like what,
No, I don't.
November,
Who?
December. Rodrigo. We can play him left wing maybe if we do go for him, like somehow, some way, because if he when he comes back fit, right, he's gonna miss the World Cup, right? I don't know how many months he's gonna be out for, right? That's the only problem. When he's back, and if he can be, if he can show a similar level when he's back, but sorry, what do you guys think of Rodrigo?
But I talk about Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, the
No,
one.
no, they're not Rodrigo.
You don't want him?
I don't know.
I don't want to say Rodrigo. Sorry.
He's a natural.
I find Rodrigo and Vinicius. If there's two players that I find inconsistent, it's Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior. But yes, they turn up in big games. But if we talk about game to game, it's hard to find them consistent, and it's like buying another Bomo. Let's be honest. Where they have a quality Bomo, we don't need to buy a Bomo 2.0. Yeah, we just need to buy youngster who's athletic, speedy, and has intensity to last 90 minutes. As a minute to push Obomo or to push Konya on the left wing.
I don't think Cunha should be our left winger next season. I think he should be Bruno's replacement at attacking. Or not replacement, but off the bench as an attacking midfielder instead. I don't think we should play him on the left wing. I think Cunha as a left winger doesn't work. I think you play him. I think you bring him off the bench at attacking midfield for Bruno. So Bruno has cover. If for example Bruno gets injured or Bruno is suspended or whatever it is, we have his backup, and then Cunha can play in the 10. You know what I mean? That's what I think. And we sign a new left winger, and Dorgu can be the backup left winger. When Dorgu was playing at the start of the season, we saw how good Dorgu was. You know what I mean? Look, before Carrick, how many points behind Villa we was. Now look at he's the next Union midfielders and 3 other players we can challenge. To be honest, losing Casemiro next season will be a big loss. Sure, I think Casemiro needs to stay one more season. I think we need to keep Casemiro one more season, and sign a backup for Casemiro. That's what I think. I think we need to sign his backup for sure. But yeah, I hear you completely. And Bumo's been quality. I can't complain about him. All the goals he has got for us has helped the team massively this season. I'm not sure for sure. I just think Mbeumo on the right wing at the moment he's just not been consistent. Do I think it's a blip? Maybe. But in the Champions League, do I think he should start first in the Champions League? I question that. In the Premier League, no problem. Start first in the Prem. But in the Champions League, I question that. It's a lack of Champions League experience for some of these guys. Yesterday, it came out Madrid might be willing to let Camavinga go. So my question is to you guys: Would you rather Bruno from Newcastle or Camavinga? Tonali and Camavinga. Get me Tonali and Camavinga.
Yeah, those two will change our midfield. Yeah, Tonali and Casemiro. You got two physical, good ball players in the midfield. Those two sides.
I feel like Tonali wants to go back to Italy. Bruno will be more open to a move to United than Tonali. I think
Tonali is more the one to leave than Bruno G. To be honest with you, I think Bruno G stays. I think Tonali is the one that's most likely about to leave.
No, but I think for Tonali it's more of homesickness as well.
I don't think it's about homesickness. I think he just wants a bigger challenge. I don't think it's about homesickness. He already said he doesn't want to go back to Italy. He doesn't want to go back to Italy. So he's not gonna. He's gonna stay in either the rest of the Europe. He's gonna stay in either England or he'll go to like Spain or, for example, I don't think he'll go back to Italy. He doesn't want to go back. So
sorry.
Another player we should target is Ramsey. Ramsey from Aston Villa.
No. I don't think he's good enough. To be honest with you, I don't think he's good enough.
I reckon. If we get Champions League, I think Tonali is a player we can land.
Morgan Rogers is the one I want. Yes. Thank you.
No. Sorry. I was talking about Rogers. I wasn't talking about.
Yes.
I was talking about Rogers. I was not talking
Rogers.
about...
Yeah, Rogers is that's the one we should try.
100% we need Rogers. 100% he'll be a good signing for us. I agree. I'm all for Morgan Rogers. I wanted Morgan Rogers last season. Not just now. I wanted him last season. Last summer, I said let's go sign Morgan Rogers from Villa. I said why not?
What about? I know Elliot Ederson is going to Nottingham. What about his partner? What is other partner in CM?
Gibbs White, you mean?
Yeah, as rotational.
Nah, don't think so. I think if we're gonna go for these, I think we go for. It's a boring shout, and I've been saying this for some time. But go for James Garner from Everton. I've been saying this for so many years. The guys.
I don't think we should have let go of James Garner.
I've been saying, Kyle. I said the exact same thing, bro. Years ago when we let him go, I said don't sell him. We should have never let him go. I bring him back.
Also, Aguero, we shouldn't have let go of Aguero, but anyway, we cannot keep talking about excess. that we saw.
I'll still bring him back. I still bring James Garner back though. I don't care what anyone says.
No, but you see, like having a good girl and then you let her go due to a mistake. You can't keep warning about all the past. Just need to keep on focusing on what you can do now.
And don't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
No, but
that's why I keep mentioning on this team. As much as we want to get current experienced players, remember in the academy we have talented players, and let's not have another scenario where we have another potential Avaro leaving the club again. That's because we want an experienced left back.
Plus, Rogers will be the man who replace Bruno when he leaves. He's still young. Do you know what I think we should do? I think we make Kobe Mainoo a 10. And people will call me crazy, but I think Kobe Mainoo as a number 10 will be good as well. I think going forward, Kobe is really, really good.
No, but it's the speed though that is worrying me.
Yeah, but I don't think you need speed to play in the 10. It's not about speed. It's more about.
Oh, you're talking about the attacking midfielder. Sorry, I thought you meant left back.
Attacking midfielder. Yes, I would play him an attacking midfielder in the number 10.
Yeah, I'll also play him in the attacking midfielder role. I think his best output is mostly attacking.
I think him and Cunha in the 10.
Yeah.
I think him in the number 10 when if Bruno leaves one day, you put Cunha as a number 10, or you make Mainoo number 10. You know, and you rotate between them two. We need to be the United of old. We've got all the best players from other teams in the Prem, and Van de Ven from Spurs. Do you know what? I was one that said, all right, let's get Van de Ven from Spurs. But just looking at him in recent times and looking at Spurs in recent times, I'm worried if we sign Van de Ven.
No,
I don't.
I think we should still sign Van de Ven as well. I've kept saying we need to sign people like Vade, Romero, those kind of players, because yes, a player can.
I don't like
can
Romero.
Perform.
No. Don't keep Romero far away from me, far away from my club. I don't want Romero. The guy is a red card merchant. Get him out of here. No way.
I think the Spurs will stay up with me, to be honest.
I don't think so. Stay.
No. Anyway, all I'm just trying to say is that we need to take advantage of this relegation battle, and we need to sign some, not starters from this relegation battles, but some rotational players. Like people like Van de Ven is a good rotational centre back when Esaro Martinez is injured, when Delis is injured. Also, people like Merero as well from Nottingham.
Murillo, you mean?
Yeah.
Murillo?
Yeah.
I'm more like a guy who likes Milenkovic than Murillo.
Who?
I like Milenkovic more.
The one on loan, out of loan at Tottenham.
Milenkovic.
No, there's a certain player that Tottenham have on loan, out of loan. I think we should sign him as centre back. He's playing in the Bundesliga.
What about Ola Aina?
Huh?
Yeah, I think it's all yeah. Yeah.
What about Ola Aina? Ola Aina from Forest?
Now, what about that guy that Tottenham was out on loan at the Bundesliga? He's a young, upcoming left centre back.
Yeah, he plays. They loan him out.
I
can't remember his name.
He starts with a V. He's Croatian.
Is it Vango? I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but
Ivakovic or something.
I think something like that. He has a lot of potential, I remember. And that's a bit of this relegation battle. They take advantage of short discounts to sign him on rotational basis.
Do you mean... Wait. Nottingham Forest loan out player to Bundesliga, right?
No. Spurs, Tottenham.
Oh, Spurs. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I think he's a midfielder now. From what I heard, I think he's a midfielder. I don't remember.
Oh, but from what I've seen, he's a centre back though. He can play centre back as well. So he's look at it this way: he can play centre back, midfielder. He's sorting out two of our positions that we need. and a squad depth, that a good quality squad depth as well. But yes, he won sustained Bundesliga, but his pass is going down. Well, why not target him as coming off the bench?
Hold on 1 second. Let me just quickly find. Oh, I found it. I think Luka Vuskovic, right?
Yeah,
Bukovic, that's it. Bukovic. Yeah.
He's at Hanover right now. Or no, sorry,
He's-
Hanover, Hamburg. Hamburg. My bad, Hamburg. He's at Hamburg right now on loan. Vuskovic. So yeah, maybe copying the 10 would be good. He could slow or speed the game up because he has good control on the ball and good at dribbling. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. I hear that. I think Cunha as well could be one to rotate with him in the 10 when the day Bruno leaves.
Well, yeah, we've got a potential lot of attacking midfielders. We're stacked in that area too much.
And JJ Gabriel, man, someday somehow we saw. I'm happy for Max Dalman. Really happy for him, by the way. Happy for him that he got his goal. But now I want JJ Gabriel to be the one to break the record next.
He probably will do.
I feel like next season. I feel like we'll see him next season. But maybe not as a starter, but coming off the bench, you'll see him.
Start him in the cup games. Give him some minutes in the cup as well.
But also he'll be 16 as well.
No, I don't think we can start him. I don't think we'll start him in the cup games. I think we're still developing, but he'll come off a bench maybe.
I think
he'll come off the game.
Because I think Cheeto and these guys are further. So
I think if we play him like the earlier rounds of the Carabao Cup, for example, if we play him against like a team from against like League 1 or like League 2, for example.
No, but also I think we may need to fast track him as well because of pressure from his family as well. Because remember, he's a hot talent on our books, and other clubs want to sign him as well. So.
But yeah, I think, but like I said, I still think give him minutes in the cup games to start the season, to start next season. Give him minutes in the cup. First few minutes should be there, and then you bring him off the bench in like a league game, for example, just to kill off a game, So maybe give him some.
Because he's only 16, so slowly bring him in.
Slowly integrate him into the team. That's why I'm saying first you play against like a side in like the league. Confidence.
I don't want to hear next season. We're depending on JJ Gabriel. I don't want to hear that. No.
I don't want it to be another Garnacho situation where we have
don't depend on them when they're too young. They get too big headed then. Give them. Feed them with a spoon. Little bit, and then.
Sorry, I cut you off.
So yeah, I was saying just feed the youngsters a little bit. And then when they get to 21, 22, then say, okay, look, you're ready now. We don't need another Garnacho. We don't need another. In some case, Menu, because he was getting a bit too big for his boots at one point, demanding 200k or some shit.
I think we need a left winger for sure, like to have to rotate with him or to have someone like to mentor him a little bit, Because you need someone to give him a bit of experience,
because first team football is a bit different than
for sure,
youth.
For sure.
Because the footballers know all the tricks when they reach first team.
Yeah, man, 100%. But yeah, I think we've covered a lot of the Villa game. Unless you guys want to say anything more on the Villa game, any last thoughts?
Well, my last thoughts is, we didn't have no rhythm in the first half, but I think that whatever team talk was happening in the second half was better. Definitely better in the second half.
Yeah.
And we deserved the 3 goals that we got in the second half because we looked like an attacking team more than we did in the first half.
Also, another positive to note as well is that Mount is on the bench. Mount is on the bench. Yeah, that's another positive to note. It's a good sign.
Mount, sell him.
Yeah, you sell him. Obviously, you sell Mount, Ressaro Martinez, those two. I'm not selling Ressaro Martinez because he's shit, but because of he's not available.
I would like a Schlotterbeck this summer.
But Schlotterbeck is most likely going to Real Madrid.
I don't know. We don't know about that one for sure.
No, as Real Madrid wants him, and they want him to replace Antonio Rudiger. Either he's going to Real Madrid or Real Madrid could
Would you
look
take
at
Rudiger on a free
Conte.
agent? Would you take Rudiger? Would you take Rudiger on a free?
No.
Why not?
There's a reason why Real Madrid is letting go of him.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying I'll not take Rudiger. Oh, sorry.
I hear you. Say
Who
it
is
again.
it?
No.
I'm saying I'll not take Rudiger.
Why not?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why not? But
Yeah,
why not?
I'll not take Rudiger on back to United because I feel like we need a younger centre back.
I don't think
a
it's
younger, experienced centre back.
Chelsea signed Thiago Silva and kept him until he was 38 and he let him go. I think.
But
I would take Rudiger. I think Rudiger would be.
I feel something like Schlotterbeck will be a good deal, but my issue is can we beat Real Madrid to another centre back signing? Because I'm sure the saying of bite me once, but bite me twice. Shame on you, shame on me. I don't think Real Madrid will allow us to sign two centre backs signings from them,
But this
or
is my
to steal one of theirs.
But this is my problem. Like we don't want to go for the experience.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody like Schlotterbeck is experienced.
No, Rudiger on a free agent it doesn't hurt us. As a free agent signing, that would be good for a few years if you're in the Champions League. Thiago Silva when he signed for Chelsea, I don't know how old he was, but he won the Champions League. Remember that? And he left.
Yeah, but the board doesn't want to do that because it doesn't profit them.
Have this stupid under 26 rule, and I don't like it. I don't like it
because we want to build and we want to be Chelsea 2.0.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be Chelsea 2.0, bro. I don't think we will.
No, but listen, it doesn't make sense for Ineos to go sign Antonio. If they're signing Antonio, then it does make them a hypocrite because why they're letting go of Casemiro to just go sign another old player. Look at that point of view.
That's why they're not going to bring in Rudiger. I mean, Rudiger be good, but they don't want to do that.
And also, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, that's thought to be seen as a hypocrite as well. Because the only reason why he's letting go of Casemiro, let's be honest, is because he's old and the wages as well.
Yes.
Apart from that, if Casemiro was 23 years old, he'll have kept Casemiro.
Exactly. Because he doesn't want to pay over 200 million.
And that's the only reason. Casemiro and
when you're bringing in, and I'm sorry, if you're bringing in Rudiger, if you're bringing in Antonio, he needs to be paid over 200.
Yeah, true. But anyway.
But you see, that's going to bite us in the backside, not wanting to pay over 200, because if you want to go to a certain level, and even if you've got a man that's in his 24, 25, and he's at that level where he can push you to the leagues and Champions Leagues, we will lose out because next team will say, okay, we could pay over 200, and United will say, oh, we're not going to pay that. So we're gonna have to change that rule someday. But for example,
no, we can only change it when we get rid of a penny pinching all the
that's
money.
the thing. No, for example, how old is Kylian Mbappe? What, 25?
Yeah, but we never sign Kylian Mbappe because a certain old man in UK wants to sign the next Mbappe, not to sign the current Mbappe.
That's stupid. That's what I'm saying, Carl. That's the stupid thing about him. Because say if Mbappe was to become available and United was one of the teams that should be signing him, we will go, oh, well, yeah, we don't want to sign you. Why? Because you want 200, 300, and then he'll go to City and win stuff with that.
I feel like Ineos is a type of owners to, like, if somebody like Oblak becomes available, they'll reject Oblak and go for a younger goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But
Were
anyway,
you guys aware Cunha's on 300k per week and we'll get 75% increase if we qualify for the Champions League? I didn't know that.
Is it on 300k a week?
Yeah, I never knew that. I heard he was on like 200 something k. I don't think he was on 300k. I don't know if that's true. You know.
wait, I doubt it's on 300k a week.
I doubt it's
Yeah.
on 300k a week, bro.
I was not aware.
I doubt that. Because they wouldn't want to get rid of one 300k a week. Exactly, they get rid of two because they want to get rid of Rashford, and they want to get rid of and they were trying to sneak Bruno out of there as well.
Yeah, he's on 300k per week. I was wondering, doesn't make sense.
No,
it's false news.
Yeah, because they were trying to get rid of all the players that was on high wages.
Where did you get 300k a week from, Lumen? Where did you get it from? Don't come with fake news, bro.
Exactly, man. No fake news here. We're not bloody.
Don't give us fake news, bro. You know what I mean? Aston Villa were tired. Bournemouth will be fresh. So will we, bro. I think so will we, man.
We will be fresh too, bro, because we're not playing now until we play Bournemouth, I think.
His injury problems will be too much and his wages will be high, so stingy. I agree with that.
What was that?
He's talking about Rudiger. He's talking about Rudiger.
I mean, I'm not even thinking about a player like Rudiger because I know Ineos wouldn't. Ineos will go for a younger centre back because they want to do the Chelsea model because they wanted to sign Liam Delap. Before you came on, Kyle, as we were talking about that, they wanted to sign Liam Delap. Imagine if that guy was leading our line, how much trouble we'll be in this season.
Actually, we will be in must, and thank God we have Vivel.
Yes,
Vivel is the only competent brain in football.
Yes,
in this board of directors. Like I trust Vivel more than I trust somebody like Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Omar.
For sure, Vivel's one guy that I class as a good board member. He's only one of the only good guys. And when Jason Wilcox was working with the academy, that was when he should have stayed there. You know, that's when he should have stayed there. And I don't think he should have been promoted to sporting director, you know, or director of football, whatever the fuck he is. You know.
No, but you know as well. No, but you know as well when you get a big job at United as CEO, you tend to want to promote your boys or your friends to a bigger role because you feel like bro code, friendship, those things. And I feel like Jason Wilcox was promoted based on his relationship with Omar Brada. They worked at City before, so why not promote the two homies together?
Yeah. Even
why can't I just promote my fellow homie?
But we don't want that.
Because there's no intention to give Heaven a chance to prove himself, bro. I never said that. I said Heaven is inexperienced. Like, I feel sorry for Heaven. You know.
He'll get a chance next year, man. He'll get a chance next year. He's only 19, 20. So he'll get his chance.
Thank you. I agree. Heaven should go out on loan. I think loaning him out.
Yeah, he should go out on loan for 2
Yes, he's a young kid.
Comes back and he'll be like a sliver.
Yes.
25% isn't fake, but 300k might be fake. It might be. Yeah, it is.
That's fake. It's fake, man. It's fake.
Actually, I think the 300k is fake because even if he goes up, his wages it will be 225k per week with his football.
There's a chance. Sorry to cut you off. There's a chance he could sign a 1-year deal. There's a chance. I'm not saying that they will, but there's a chance he could sign another 1-year deal.
Well, I don't know. After they do the video, I don't know. Maybe they have to.
Don't worry. Like I said, right backstage, there's always a delete button.
I doubt.
There's always a delete button, and you can always.
No, I think they want him out. The club, just like how they wanted out Bruno, but Bruno is too valuable for them to actually get out. So they want Casemiro out for sure because of the wages.
Because of this thing of cult hero.
Yeah, cutting wages. They want to give people under 250. That's what they want to do.
Anyway,
It won't work because, as I said, when we want that player to push us to the edge, it just won't work. If you want quality, you have to pay for quality. If you want second-rate man like Liam Delap, that's what you're going to get, a second-rate man.
No, but you know, the more and more I look at Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the more I believe he'd be a perfect owner for a smaller club like in the Premier League.
Perfect owner, yep. Because he can budget his way through, and the expectations won't be on his shoulders, and he could just reap the benefits because he doesn't want to spend.
Yeah, like an owner of Wolves, he should buy Wolves.
Yeah,
for example.
Don't know why he ended up at United, because United is not that club where you penny pinch.
Yeah, he buys Wolves, he gets them to the Championship, rebuilds them again, and nobody will care about him.
Yeah.
It's a stupid system, cutting players' wages. They don't get Champions League football. It's not even about that. It's discipline.
Well, I mean,
I think it's discipline. You know,
I could understand it, to be honest, because if you can't get Champions League at Manchester United, I believe your wages should be cut, because Champions League should be the bare minimum.
No, I also feel like 35% cut is too little. We should cut it by 30%.
No, but this is what I think we should do. If United don't win the trophy, every player should have a wage cut. A trophy should be the bare minimum for a Man United in the season, not Champions League football. It should be that we win a trophy, then they can get a little bit of an increase, because you're winning something, you're getting something. You're winning silverware.
No,
the
money
is coming from the club, not the money that you get for not the money you get for qualifying for the Champions League.
No, but you know what? But you know what, AK? The owners ask about Champions League football. That's why there's that clause in there.
No, but this is what I'm saying. It should be. That's why I didn't say it will be. It should be. There's a difference.
I mean,
it should be there, but again,
I mean, I agree with both of your takes, but I also agree with the cutting of the wages, and I agree with Carl. It should be higher, because to be honest with you, Champions League is the bare minimum. The bare minimum. If you can't get Champions League, you should really be getting the cut wage, because United should be in Europe every season, every season. Not even if we don't win a league, we should be in a. I mean, look at our stinking rivals, Liverpool. Yeah, I hope none of them watching us, but at least they in Europe. Even if they stink up the league, they're in Europe trying to win it, and that's what we should be. We should be in Europe every season, and I agree with the wage cut. You got give me Europe, because Champions League. That's where United belong. We were the first English club to win the bloody Champions League. All these men talking about we win more than you. Listen, we were first.
But guess what? But guess what? Under this ownership styles, we have become a small club.
Thank you. I don't want to be a small club.
He's invested in F1. He doesn't care about United and Ineos. Silverware like Carabao and FA makes 4.4 million combined, while UCL can make you 6 million for just winning 3 games. But that's the thing, like the mentality of football is so dead. Just winning a few games just gets you more money than qualifying and winning a trophy. There's no value for a cup that's been in football for so many years and so many decades and centuries. I just don't understand it. The oldest cup competition in football has no value. But winning a few games in the Champions League gets you so much value. Devaluing trophies is what is this day and age of football, is why the game is ruined. And this is why
but also, AK, let's be honest as well. Yes, FA Cup is the biggest, is the oldest cup in England, but
no, it's the oldest.
Something like UCL is.
Sorry, it's not just England. It's in football. It's the oldest cup in football.
Yes, but
you know what I mean.
We need to be in the USL. We need to be in the USL. We need to be in the USL, and we need to be competing in there, trying to win it every season. We just need to be. And if you're finishing 15th, you become a small club then.
Big up, brother. Make sure you guys subscribe to Zero Talks FCB, people, and he has a lot of other channels as well. Zero Talks Wrestling, Zero Talks Football.
See, guys, the problem with the USCSL, every player now wants to play now. Every player wants to. They see that as a big club, big cup to play in, the prestige. I mean, look at Bodo Glyn. Bodo Glyn now is becoming a bigger club now because they've once were a little club in was it Sweden or Norwich, wherever they're from, Norway. Bodo Glyn, and now because they've qualified out of the group league, people are now saying, "Oh, Bodo Glyn now." And if they do it again next season, they now become one of the big guys. You get me? So the UCSL, I love the FA Cup. I really do. I want to win that every year, but I also want to be in Europe every year because your status level, the money you're getting. I mean, Bodo Glyn, because they win those games, are now financially secure to go and buy better players. You get what I'm saying, okay?
Yeah, 100%.
That's why United needs to be in that damn competition, man. Because it's like a Super League now. The UCL.
They turned it into a Super League format to prevent the Super League from happening.
That's exactly.
And the Super League was replacing the Champions League's old format in the Super League.
Exactly.
They replaced the Champions League with the old Champions League format, whilst the Champions League did the Super League format and replaced the Super League.
And they're giving the Super League money.
Exactly. And then do you remember the time I was so mad at Man United because the fact that we tried to even go to the Super League, that would have meant that we wouldn't have been able to compete in the Champions League.
Exactly, but Premier League as well. It was all about money.
And even even in the Champions League, in the Premier League, if we didn't get top 4 or whatever it is. Sorry, what was I gonna say again? Fuck it. Oh, we weren't gonna get FA Cup as well. We weren't able to compete in the FA Cup, not even in the Premier League, not even in the League Cup. We were gonna be kicked out completely, and being in that bubble of Super League teams only. I was
That's so bullshit.
I was so mad at Man United at the time, but I was like, "Don't you dare!"
The Glazers chasing money as usual.
And then the protest should have just continued from then onwards and got the Glazers gone, But ever since the fans went back to the stadiums, this mentality and the standards have gone,
It is the British mentality, bro. The British mentality only protests when it suits them. So when it's like the game's back on, they'll be like, you know what? Forget. I can't be asked now. It's just like how now, because we're winning a couple of games, everyone's like, forget. The board's all right. They're gonna keep carrying, and that's the thing. That's the English mentality, mate. They don't. This country, we don't follow up on the protests like other countries do. It's only when things are not going our way, we'll protest. Like if we don't sign a player in the summers, we'll protest and complain about the board. And then when the manager comes in and he don't win no game, that energy will shift to the manager. And then the board will get, this is how the board gets away with it for 25, 30 years. Something like United. Because they know, let's just sign a player. Or let's just win games. Pressure's off us then. Nobody's talking about Wilcock, how stupid he is. Because he wanted, except for us, that he wanted to sign Liam Delap. Nobody's talking about that. Everyone's talking about, Carrick, give Carrick the job. Wilcock's done amazing. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. That's how because it's of the British mentality. They don't complain when things are smooth like other countries, Like Real Madrid. Even though Real Madrid are doing all right at the moment, they're complaining. They say, well, we should be doing better. Just like how you, Akavi, so United should be doing better. You want to be a channel. Our board are happy to just do the bare minimum because they know the fans will be happy with that.
Yeah. But that's where it boils down to the fan base, and it boils down to the players and the standards of the club.
Exactly.
But anyways, I'm gonna. Anyone want to say the last thoughts on the Aston Villa game?
I think I've said my last thoughts on that. Yeah.
Kyle, have you said your final thoughts on the Aston Villa game, or you want to go to player ratings now? anyways, I'll say my piece as well. I'll say my piece on Aston Villa game. Look, I'll be real with you. The first half was dull. Second half, we came out, scored an early goal, good stuff. Second half, we took control a little bit. It wasn't the most impressive game. You know, I would say a lot of players played decent. It wasn't the most amazing performance, but I'll take the win at the end of the day. You don't have to be good. You don't always have to be good, but you can just get 3 points. You know what I mean? Let's just take the 3 points and let's move on. That's all I can ask for. You know what I'm trying to say? All we can ask for is 3 points, and then we move on to the next game. But yeah, man, some decent performances there, some not very good performances there, and I will speak on some players during the player ratings as well.
Yeah.
But the player ratings is also another review of the Villa game, so we'll get to player ratings in a minute. Anyways, morning, Steve. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope you're blessed. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Maybe from a mutual point of view, they're doing all right, but the fans are protesting with Perez's head. Yeah, man, I agree with you. Perez needs to go. I agree with the fans there, but Perez needs to go. But they're not doing all right. They're doing okay. Like they're doing decent. Like, it's not amazing, but they're doing decent. And Alvaro Arbeloa knows the standards of the club because he's played there. He says we don't celebrate little wins, we celebrate when we win trophies. Big up to him.
Exactly, bro. That's what you should be doing.
Exactly. That should be for every football. I mean,
Every football club, especially United.
100%. Man United cannot. We'll be out here talking about how we played in games. Me and Ray and Kyle will still be here doing Rant pods, talking about games, happy. But we will really celebrate once we lift the silverware.
Exactly. That's what I want to see.
Facts. But anyways, we're gonna get to player ratings now. I'll just remember off the top of my head. Sonny Lammens in goal.
He didn't have much to do, and what he did do was great. So another solid 7 for me.
Same, solid 7 as well. Kyle?
You're on mute, mate.
You're on mute, bro. I think he's don't know if he's there.
Okay.
But I'll ask for his rating when he's back. Dallo. Decent. 7 again for me. 7 for me. I think he did decent.
Yeah. I mean, he's not my favorite player, but 7. Yeah, I'll give it 7.
7. Center backs. We'll do combined. Euro and Maguire. Euro, I'll give a solid 7. Maguire, I'll give a solid 7 as well.
Yeah, I mean, they did defend very well. I think they scored an offside goal, so I wouldn't even count that.
Oh, Euro in the first half was quality.
He was quality, and he did the last minute. He did some last minute defending and got the ball. Yeah, so he had a very good game. I was going to give him an 8 actually, and I give Maguire 7.
Okay, we were terrible first half yesterday. We're getting the results, but there's still a part of me that's nervous going to every game. Same.
Yep. Big up with that comment. Yep.
All of us here, we're exact. I'm going to leave this comment up here actually. That is spot on.
Spot on comment, mate. Good comment.
Yeah, man, for sure. But
I think Kyle, you back?
Sorry.
Is Kyle back? Kyle, you there?
No. Kyle, you back, bro? No, he's not yet.
No.
So I'll give both Maguire and Euro a 7. Actually, no, you're right. I'll give Euro an 8, Maguire a 7.
Yeah.
Luke
Shaw, that poor.
Oh dear me.
Poor.
Please get this guy gone.
Exactly, bro. 5.
Please. For the love of God, sell him. Sell him. It's not good enough. He hasn't been good enough for a long time now.
Exactly.
You know? Five.
But yeah, I'll give him a 5. Be below average.
I want to say 6 only because we got the win, but 5 really.
Nah, I can't give him a 6. It was below average for me.
5.
Yeah.
Arbeloa lost to Albacete, Osasuna, and Getafe at home. It's Valverde who's bailing about our recent games. Yeah, true. Valverde has been, but he knows.
But he's captain in it, so he knows Valverde's sick, mate.
He knows the standards of the club, though. That's the thing. Euro tackle on Watkins for sure.
Yep,
for sure. That tackle was quality. Midfield, Mainu, Bruno, Casemiro. Let's just give.
I'll give Mainu a 6 because I think he was I don't think he was great, but he wasn't bad. Casemiro, I'll give a 7, and Bruno is my man of the match. I'll give him 9.
I'll give Bruno a 9 as well. My man of the match as well.
Yep.
Manu a 7. Casemiro a 7. No, Casemiro 8.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Casemiro scored a goal. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, 8.
No, even the goal. It's just how he played in general.
And he played well. He played good and he scored a goal. So 8, I'll give him 8.
8
and I give Manu a 6.
I'll give Manu a 7.
Okay.
Casemiro an 8. Bruno a 9. Ahmad 5.
4.
4
4.
again.
It was poor. Very poor. And he started this game this time, so it's not like he was coming off the bench. He was very, very poor, and I was very, very disappointed in him, to be honest. Okay, yeah, he pulled a good save out of Martinez, but then after that, he didn't do anything. And he was poor. It's concerning with Ahmed. I am concerned with him.
Same.
Because he's not the Ahmed of last year. Like, before he got injured, he was very, very good. And he was showing us that, oh, okay, this guy, yeah, he probably needs to start. But now I'm thinking, Ahmed Delgado, I don't know about him. But whatever.
Kyle, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, let me just come out because sometimes I can't hear.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm here. So, which player have we reached? Oh.
We've actually reached Ahmad already. But no, it's okay. I'll start. I'll you can go through the team. So it was Lamens, Dallo, Maguire, Euro, Shaw, Manu, Casemiro, Bruno. Just go through your little review of those players and give your ratings.
Yeah. So for Lamens, I'll give him a 9.
If you want my rating, if you want my rating for all those players and Ray's ratings, so me and Ray gave Lamens a 7. He didn't have much to do. Dallo 7, Euro 8, Maguire 7, Shaw 5. Casemiro, for me, Casemiro was an 8.
Yes.
For Ray, also an 8. For Manu, he was a 7. For Ray, he was a 6. For Bruno, he was a 9, and then for Ahmad, he was a 5. What's your ratings for all these players?
Okay. For Lamens, I'll give him a 6. He didn't have much to do. Also, I cannot blame him for the goal conceded because it was meant to be offside anyway. Plus, also, the defenders should have man-marked better as well.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys give for Dalot?
Dalot, me and Ray gave him a 7.
Dalot did quite well. He impressed me. In the closing, I'll give him a 7 as well. Yoro, what did you guys give for Maguire?
Sorry?
What did you give for Maguire?
7.
Okay, the shot that Aston Villa scored, it was Yoro's fault, right?
Say it again. Offside.
No,
Offside.
like you know, like the goal that Aston Villa scored.
Yeah, that should have been offside. I agree. Should have been offside.
No, apart from offside, who did not mark the man?
I don't know.
I don't know. That goal was dodgy, man. It was a handball in there, and this is a dodgy goal. I don't know if I could blame the defense on that, to be honest.
That was not Euro's fault. That was neither. I gave him an 8, bro.
I think didn't Minks handballed it, and then Onana was offside. Come on, man.
Never have stood. The goal should have never stood, man. I don't understand how you can tell me that the guy is literally standing in the way of the goalkeeper, and he
didn't touch the ball.
So he barely moves out of the way. The ball goes just barely past him, and it literally interferes with the play of the keeper, and that counts. So how can you tell me that goal should have stood? It baffles me. I just don't understand how the goal stands. I just don't get it. And they literally did like a 4 minute, almost a 5 minute VAR check for absolutely nothing. That goal
exactly, bro. And it was handball. It was handball in the build up. And I don't know, man. That goal is dodgy.
Ray, it was an offside. The goal was offside itself.
Yeah, that's a dodgy goal. I mean, it'd be unfair to. Well, I mean, you can criticize maybe for not marking, but it's still there's a dodgy goal we conceded. Dodgy.
This is what PGMOL wants exactly. They want it to be interesting. They want it to be tight because both.
Anyway.
But yeah.
And then for Maguire, I'll give him a 7. He was a good defender, very good defender in the game. I'll give him an 8.
Okay.
Luxo, what do you guys give Luxo?
Big up Twisted Fate, by the way. Big up to you, bro.
What did you give Luxo? Sorry.
Yeah. What did you give Luxo?
Oh, I gave a 5. I gave a 5. It was poor.
True. I don't want to bring that up, but yeah, it was that. That is true. That is true. I can't lie to you. You're not wrong. But there's been many instances of that. Like I think Liverpool's goal against Galatasaray didn't stand. Was Liverpool's goal? Galatasaray's second goal didn't stand because of an offside interference or whatever it was.
The thing is that Liverpool goal was City's goal. That was offside too because my man was in front of. But that one, they're not consistent. The PSG because
different referees.
Yeah, because the Van Dijk's header and I think was it Robinson standing in front of Donnarumma? That was offside. That was offside, and that other goal was offside. So I don't. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the ratings. Yeah.
But Euro and Shaw.
Yeah, Euro I gave him an 8. Luxo I give him a 6.
Okay.
5 for me.
Maguire I give him a 7.
Yeah.
And then
Casemiro I'll give him a 9.
Okay.
9, okay.
Yeah, he played well. He played quite well. And he got a goal. He got a goal as well. So
okay, I gave him an 8.
And Menu I'll give him a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bruno was a 10.
Okay.
He had an exceptional.
Yeah, I mean he was my man of the match as well. To be honest,
100%.
Especially with the way he reacted after Aston Villa scored and equalized. Yeah, he carried the team forward. So I give him a 10. That's a 10 out of 10 performance.
That pass, man. The way that pass. Find Cunha. Way onside and just a wake up call after the goal we conceded as well. Despite, in my opinion, it not being a goal, shouldn't be a goal.
I think we're killing them. And we're killing them all second half, man, with those passes. They couldn't stop Bruno.
Yeah. Anyways, Ahmad 5 was poor for me. Very poor again. Started the game, didn't do much, offer anything. His final product was poor. He just didn't do. He just couldn't find the back of the net. He couldn't do anything, man. Ahmad is starting to concern me a lot, man.
Yeah. So what did you give for Ahmad?
5.
I gave him a 5. Yeah.
Only because we won. He gets a 1+ rating. Had we drew or lost, he'd have been downgraded to a 4. That's it.
True. I'm concerned about him, to be honest, because I'm not seeing the Ahmed of last year.
I'm one of his biggest fans, bro. I'm one of his biggest fans. Ever since that goal against Liverpool that knocked it, I said, bro, Ahmad should have been playing week out.
Yes, and he's the last player that scored a hat-trick for us, I think. And since the hat-trick, he's not been good.
He didn't even play, bro. It felt like he didn't play on. It felt like he didn't even. He shouldn't even stood on the pitch.
Actually, for Ahmad, I'll give him a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I was as much as Sesko could have scored that last goal, make it 4-1. But Ahmad, you need to do better. You need to exert yourself more and more.
True.
Yeah, you cannot be asking for the ball and asking for an assist if you cannot work hard to sprint to put yourself in that position.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. Yeah.
Cunha.
8.
Cunha,
I mean,
he got a goal. He got a goal.
Sorry. Go on.
He got a goal, but his overall performance wasn't as excellent
Yeah, I
as
was gonna say that.
yeah. So for
Say
the
7.
goal, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, same.
No,
I'll give
I'll give him an 8 because I thought he got out of tight spaces. They tried to press him, and he dribbled out of tight spaces pretty good. He made good decisions, and he protected his goal very well.
He
I
made the
think on
third
the
goal.
break, Cunha was very well. Yeah.
I think he made the third goal happen. What the only thing is the only thing I'll say this about about Cunha is it didn't actually bounce off him for the third goal. I mean, he played the ball into the box, but it went back off another Villa play, and then Sesko was there to pounce. So that's the
Yeah,
only
but
thing.
he caused the havoc. He caused the havoc. And when you causing the
He did.
havoc, yeah, I think well, that's just me. I think Cunha deserved the 8 because he just showed up really, and he showed up at
So
the
yeah,
time where we needed the goal because Villa was coming. They were coming at us. They were getting confident, and then Cunha just outsmarted them and finished brilliantly.
Cunha's
Yeah,
overperformed. Let's be honest.
yeah. That's why I gave Cunha a 7. I didn't give him an 8, but I gave him a 7.
But
Mm.
it's yeah, potentially, yeah, possibly. But I still think overall, I don't think he was amazing. It was good enough to get us the win, despite
Mm.
not being perfect. Yeah, I'll say 7. I'll say 7. Actually, you know, I'll give it 8 because of the goal. Why not? 8 because of the goal and the fact that he made the third goal happen despite the ball not bouncing off him for the
Yeah,
Sesko.
that's why I give him 8. He scored a goal and he was causing havoc, and he could well he's not gonna get the assist because it came off players, but he put the ball there for the craziness to start, and Sesko did his thing.
But anyways, Brian and Bumo, I need to have a serious conversation. But
Yeah,
is
he's
it
not.
his patch? Is he going through a rough patch where he's just not offering much? Is he just not being? Is he being found out? Is he just not finding spaces in the box or trying to score, or is he just not being given the right role? Playing in the wrong position. What is it? Because last week he missed a shot from 6 yards out in front of
I
goal
mean,
against Newcastle.
it's a combination of both, a combination of all. You know, he was one of our brightest players in the first half of the season. I think he's having a bad second half of the season, no doubt about that. But I think he's such a good player. I think he'll still come through it. I don't think he's one of those players that, oh, is he declining? No, I think he's still bright in Brumo. He's still, when he first come, I think he was scoring lots and lots of goals, and he just looked on fire. Yeah, you're right. The last couple of, but I believe it's a combination of pre-seasons catching up to him, and he's played in the AFCON, and I think he might be suffering a bit of
Yeah, but
fatigue.
when he came on, he was scoring like 2 or 3 goals though. Like he was scoring goal after goal though, and that's the thing. That's what concerned me a little bit. And then when you play him, he put that ball in for Sesko to score. There were times where he's been just on point. Is he going through a rough patch? Because in my opinion, in the Champions League next season, I think he rotates with somebody else. I think in the Premier League he starts. In the Champions League he
Well,
doesn't play.
next season you got to rotate him anyway because we're playing too many games to
Yeah,
say that we're not going to rotate Brian and Brumo. I
next season
just think maybe pre-season fitness is catching up to him because he does look like he's blowing a bit sometimes,
maybe.
and that just shows you, yeah, his fitness levels maybe not be 100% there. And I don't think he's played in the World Cup this year. I think Cameroon hasn't qualified, so he's got
Yeah.
a pre-season to. Huh? Have they qualified?
No,
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 no. That
No, they
no.
haven't
no.
qualified. So he's got a pre-season. He's got a pre-season with United now to be sharp and ready for next year.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with it, Ray. Yeah, I think it's an element of number one, not having a preseason. You know, a preseason is very important for a player to get his fitness, to get some minutes into his legs, and also to work on some things to improve before the season starts. So I think it also helps to improve stamina, intensity as well, and how long they can last from 0 to 90 minutes. So I think that element of not having preseason is hurting him a bit, and that's why he's inconsistent a bit as well.
Aston Villa
But
played us
also, I
rough.
think,
They did. They
but
played
also,
a
I
rough.
think at Brentford, he used to be inconsistent as well, time to time a bit because have a friend who was a Brentford fan who needs to complain about the Bournemouth's inconsistency as well.
Mm.
And Boomer needs to get used to low blocks. He's gone from playing the low block to playing against mid-low blocks. Yes, it's the prem to prem, but the difference of play is night and day. 100% agree with you there. I wholeheartedly agree with you there, bro. I think he has to find space and has to try and play against low blocks. Aston Villa in the first half played a low block. In the second, because you see how many players they had behind the ball. You saw how difficult it was to play through the middle against them. We had to force the ball wide every single time. You saw how jumbled up they were in the middle. You saw everyone was playing behind the ball. Everyone was in the middle. Everyone was compact. Whilst we had to force the ball out wide, we couldn't find anything. In the second half, we scored a goal from a set piece, and that broke the deadlock. And then that's where the game opened up for us. You know what I mean? So yeah, 100%. But Mbeumo, what's your rating for Mbeumo, man? I'm gonna go for 4. Unfortunately, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I'll go for 4 as well. I think, but I don't think it's the end of him. I think we just need to sort out. And plus, it's a different system now. He's played as well, so you just need to sort him out. And getting back to the Mbeumo, sorry, when we first signed him, we were scoring every week and just looking sick.
He just has to make the runs. You know, find him when he's through. Play him in. You know, play him in. Give him the runs. You know, and then make him and send him through and goal. You know, when teams push high up. You know, so I think we should do like in the City game, for example. You know, and when you play Mbeumo through on goal against like Arsenal, for example, you give him space in the box, he can bury them. But against Newcastle, he skied a shot from point blank from 6 yards out. He skied a shot against Newcastle, wide open shot as well. The thing is, even when Mbeumo is off, people need to watch him off the ball. He drags the defenders and makes space a lot of the times. Creates. I don't think he did that last night, though. To be honest with you, and that's the one thing he needs to work on. I think consistency, because there was a period of time where he went through like a whole period of not scoring goals as well. I hope this is just a rough patch because I want him to get back on form, man. Because if he can get back on form, we'll score a lot of goals. We will score a bag. This team's going to score bag.
Just before we go on to the next player, I mean, we have improved our goal scoring this year, and that's added 10 more points to us. So it's and Brian Mbeumo has been part of that. So yeah, that's why I'm not ready to cast him out just yet.
Yeah, I also haven't cast him out because of his first half performances in the first half of the season. So I think Mbeumo still has that. He still needs to get. He needs to get what do you call it, a pre-season. Yeah. So if he's still like this next season, then I'll start having a bit of doubts. But up to now, I give him time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right. So what are you saying then? What's your final rating? I'm saying 4. You guys say
5.
Both of you say 5. Actually,
I said 5.
Actually, I'll say 5 as well. I'll say 5.
I'll give a 5.
Sesko.
8.
Sesko.
7 because he didn't have much time. He only had like 15 minutes.
No, and it took it very well. 50 minutes.
Took a chance. And because you know why? There was a chance where Sesko should have actually scored rather than taking the ball to rather than passing it to Ahmad, because I was poor. I think he should have taken that shot. Sesko should have taken that shot, and Ray says here, I just realized Ray, my boy Sesko profile picture, he's my 9.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Sesko should have shot that, man. He was through on goal. He should have buried that, in my opinion. You know.
I like Sesko's movement, man. He's a chance magnet. He moves very well in the box, and he always seems to get a chance. They might block it, they might not block it, but he does get attracted to the ball. And the 15 minutes, man, he was all over them. That 15 minutes.
Sesko 15 minutes, 10 out of 10. He's my boy. But yeah, he should have took that shot and give Bruno a 3rd assist. Fair. And yeah, Bruno's getting very close to that assist record. And do you know what I think he's gonna do? I think he'll get 2 assists against Bournemouth itself, and that'll be just 2 behind. And then he'll have like a 1 assist and a 1 assist, and he breaks the record.
He'll break the record, man. Because what is it? 17 assists?
No, 16. He's 4 away. He's
4 away.
Yeah. So he's getting there.
So, but I think Sesko is a better super sub. Like
He only
super
he only
sub
made
Sesko.
Yeah, we only made 2 subs last night. Only 2 subs last night because we only play 1 game a week. So 2 subs last night we made.
No, but it makes sense. Makes sense. Like what other subs will you bring on?
Oh, sorry, I thought 20 was the record breaker. My bad. But 5 to break it is 21. Okay, but to equal the record is 20. So I think he gets it in the next 4 games, 2 games anyway, the next 3 games, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If he gets 2, we got 8 games. If he gets 2 assists a game, he's broken
He's
it.
gonna break it for sure, man. Let's just be honest. Like with 8 games to go, he's probably gonna set a new record.
Yeah,
It'll be tough
because
for us all.
he could create a lot of chances, mate. Because teams have to come at us. They can't just sit there and put 10 men behind the ball, or they'll just we'll score from a corner or something. So yeah, he will break it.
Anyways, Sesko, what were we all saying? 7. I'm saying 7 because he didn't have much time.
Okay, but I'll give him an 8 because it was a nuisance.
I say 7 only because like I said, the chance that he wasted, that could have been an 8, for me. But anyways, all right, go on.
Yeah, I'll give Sesko 8 as well. I feel like he was a sub that we needed, but he needed to come on a bit earlier than later on.
Yeah, that was a good job. Yeah.
Bro, we need to keep Casemiro another year. I'm saying this right now, bro. We need to keep Casemiro for another year. We have to. The fans were singing one more year, Casemiro. Casemiro pointed to the badge. He pointed, he has it one more year. I think he did that. So
yeah, one more year, man. I wouldn't say no.
Man.
We'll be in Champions League then, and we can correct. I want to give Casemiro a correction year in the Champions League because it wasn't his fault why we finished bottom. It was bloody Onana, because Onana sabotaged our campaign because we scored the goals. We went to Bayern Munich and scored 4, I think, and we still lost the bloody game. So yeah, we need to correct the Champions League for Casemiro and at least get out the league stage.
Last player, Manuel Ugarte. I mean, he came on for 7
It wasn't
minutes.
that bad, you know.
I'll say NA.
Do you know why? Because there was one time where he literally played a chip pass to Bruno and Bruno had a chance, but I think Bruno was slightly offside. But regardless, if that goal goes in and he's onside, I think he gets a good rating, man. So yeah, I think he will. I think he gets a 4 only because he only came on for like 8 minutes. But yeah, I'll give him a 4.
I'll give him an NA as well, but I think he wasn't bad for any like a below average thing. Because that's why I give him an NA. Because I saw at one point they tried to pin us in an Ugarte. I thought would have lost the ball, but he played a great 1-2. Then he burst into space, and then he made a hell of a pass to Bruno. The thing with Ugarte is there's signs that he's actually a very good player, but he doesn't do it enough.
He doesn't do the basics right.
He doesn't do it enough. Because I watch him and sometimes I think this guy's rubbish, but then sometimes I watch him and think, is this Ugarte? And he just doesn't do it enough, innit? Yeah.
He's rubbish in my opinion. I don't think he's good enough.
Well, I don't. That's the thing, innit? Like yesterday, I watched him. I thought he's going to lose the ball here, but he's actually not. We're not megging guys, and he was doing 1-2s, and he will burst of speed come out of nowhere, and he's away. And I'm thinking, is this Ugarte? But then you look back at other games, and he's like, oh yeah, that's Ugarte.
But to be fair with you, he played well at Anfield. To be fair, like, that's the one.
Yeah. There's a player there, but I think he lacks confidence in the Manchester United shirt, and that's why we need to get rid of him. You need to be confident in the United shirt.
Oh, and he nearly gave away a penalty as well last night. Don't forget, it was nearly a penalty, but it wasn't because he barely got the ball. Ugarte's passing scares me, very inconsistent. Sometimes he'll break the lines. Next game, he'll be passing to up midfield. True.
That's the thing.
I'm going to say 4 anyways for Ugarte.
Yeah.
I'll say 4. What are you guys saying? 4?
And I'll give it an 8 because I don't want to... Because I saw some stuff with him that I was impressed with.
It's because that.
But then you can't get a 4 or 5 because that's average scores.
It's because of that one pass to Bruno where Bruno could have buried it, but he didn't. But yeah. Anyways, Kyle, what are you saying for Ugarte? NA as well?
NA. Yeah, NA.
Okay. Who was your man of the match, guys? All three.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno for me.
No doubt, man. I mean, they couldn't handle it, man. Some of the things we were doing, couldn't handle him. And he could have three. He could have 3 or 4 assists that game if he buried your chances. He could have been close to the record in that one game. That one game alone, he could have been close to the record. And if Bruno continues to play like this, Champions League is secured.
I'm just happy that Bruno's doing this as a United player and not another player. I'm just glad
exactly,
man. Breaking the record, man. I agree with Ray.
Because the stick Bruno gets, I mean, people don't even talk about Bruno's football ability. He moans too much. Oh, he's always throwing his hands up in the air. But talk about his football. Don't talk about Bruno's personality. Talk about his footballing skills. Because by the end of the day, we don't really watch football for man personality. I don't care if my man's changing his hair or throwing his hands up. I don't care about that. I want to see what he's doing on the football pitch. And for me, Bruno deserves his flowers as a football player. Because as a football player, he's one of the best in the Premier League in a long, long time. But rival fans, I don't know. They just want to. Every time I speak about Bruno, they say, "Oh, he throws his hands up in the air. Oh, he's a whiner. Oh, he's the worst United captain." I don't care about all of that. I care about him playing football. And for me, when I watch Bruno, I will never swap him out for anyone because he's great.
I don't agree with all the moaning though. I don't like that, but. When he's doing his business on the pitch, getting the goals and getting the assists, fair enough. He's doing his thing.
And you can see past the moaning for me. For me, I will see past the moaning because he can do what he got to do.
Yeah. But Kyle, who's your man of the match, anyways?
Yeah, Bruno.
Okay, fair. And Bruno and Michael Carrick. What's his rating? I'm gonna say 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll give him a solid 8 because I think he set the team up right. That was a good setup. We did have a moments in the first half where we were controlling the ball, and I like the second half. He must have had words with them in the second half in the team talk in the 15 minutes, and we came out wanting to score, wanting to win. So I give Carrick his props, man. I give him some credit. He coached a good game. Yes, his substitutions were spot on this time. He didn't do what he did against Newcastle, where he coached a loss at Newcastle because he brought on Ugarte and his first sub. I think his first was Sesko, isn't it?
Sesko, yeah. Ugarte came on 80th minute. Played 8 minutes. So
Who? Sorry.
Ugarte came on in the 90th minute. We only made 2 subs last night.
Yeah, and the subs he made was spot on. So for me, I'll give him an 8 because he coached the win. What are you guys thinking?
And Boomo didn't look happy when he came off last night as well. Apparently, the commentators were saying. And Boomo came off unhappy last night. We're giving Carrick a rating now, just to I'm gonna say 7.
But
he got the team right.
I'll say 8.
And every time
I think it was a good reaction, and the Boomo needed to come off, and the subs were correct. The correct subs came on. The only thing I'll quote him for is the timing of the subs. Maybe Sesko could have come on a bit earlier, but apart from that, it was a good win. He coached the team to win.
I think
he did. He did coach the team to win, Kyle.
I think the team was spot on. I think the team that he put out there was good enough to win the game. The substitution got spot on. Sesko, every time Sesko comes off the bench, I'm almost expecting him to score now, off the bench. I think the last few times he's come off the bench, he scored in most of his games. This is what I'm saying. If Sesko comes off the bench, it looks like he might score.
Yes. Carrick did do very well. I think I was angry at him for the Newcastle game because the team was bad, the setup was bad, the substitutions were bad.
Yeah, it was a mistake. It was a mistake from Carrick as well, and I think that game was a blip.
That was a mistake, but he corrected it this game.
No, I mean in general, the team itself, the team losing that game was a blip. This game we bounced back.
Yeah. He corrected himself this game, and the players did as well.
However, I would have loved to see it play Aston Villa when they're fully fit, because they just played a Europa League game and won. So, but anyways, Bournemouth will be fresh. I think it'll be fresh as well. Under Carrick, we actually try to kill games, and I'm loving it. By the way,
that's true. I mean, that's
games.
That's what you
Wow.
need to do. You need to kill the games off, and you're doing very well at home. And
Very
this is what I like as well. You gotta win your home games, man. That's one big criticism I had of Amrin. If you
Look
if you
at
want
this.
to criticize, is that he wasn't winning much of his home games. You gotta win
Look
your
at
home games, man.
Look at this. No United managers ever won their first 6 home games.
There you go. I mean, that's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta make Old Trafford. I don't know how long we're gonna be there, but you gotta make it your ground that nobody wants to come and play because you're gonna tear them up. And we've been doing that. So yeah, give Carrick his job for that. His props for that. Sorry.
Hmm. But anyways, any last thoughts before we go?
Last
No,
thoughts.
no.
Well, my last thought is I hope when we do play, I think we play what 2 weeks now.
No. Bournemouth on Friday night.
We play on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
All right. Well, I hope we could win that game
It
because
is.
we play first, I think, and
We play first,
we beat.
yeah. So that game that puts pressure on Liverpool and that puts pressure on
Yeah,
everyone else.
that puts us at least 8 points clear of Liverpool, and then 9 points clear of Chelsea, and then you could see a little bit of a gap there, and that will be looking at, and then people have to win their games. So I hope we do that.
We don't
I think. Sorry.
weeks. We don't play for
Huh?
3 weeks Friday. After 3 weeks,
That's exactly.
we don't
So that's why I
weeks.
think.
3
Yeah.
weeks.
So I'm thinking, come on, boys, let's get that gap, because if we get that gap, it's a psychological gap at this point of the season where you 6 or 8 points, you're 7 or 8 points or 9 points clear of your rivals. It's a big psychological thing because they know they have to go and win a game. They can't just draw it. So that's my final thoughts on Friday before we do the preview. Please get the win.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Bournemouth Friday, then
Yeah.
Leeds on April, my birthday. I bet we win that game. Don't remember my birthday. Actually, Leeds is on the 10th of April, not the 13th. But prior to that, sure, a win for your birthday would be great, man. But we play Leeds
Yeah,
on
man.
Monday night when we come back.
Because this is the time. This is the time when we put a lot of pressure on our. As I said, a lot of pressure on our rivals.
And we need to beat our rivals as well, Leeds, yeah? Leeds are our rivals, people.
Oh yeah, need to beat them. Yeah. That's the standard, mate. Standard. Need to not only beat them, thrash them.
For sure, man. Kyle,
Standard, mate.
last thoughts you want to add anything before we
Yeah.
go?
Yeah. I think the next game is, I guess, Leeds or Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, I think.
Yeah, Bournemouth. Yeah, so we need to beat Bournemouth, and we need to go beat Leeds as well.
Yes.
We need to overturn results where we got a draw, and we need to overturn results where we lost as well. So I think
Yeah.
the next 8 games, it's nothing more than we should go on an unbeaten run of 8 until the end of the season. There's nothing that can stop us, because at Old Trafford it is 50-50 against Liverpool. We can beat Liverpool. I believe we can. And
Yeah, I believe we could beat Liverpool. Yeah.
yeah, so I believe that
You're correct.
I believe that this win against Villa should be a starting point of our unbeaten run until the end of the season. I know it will be
Yes.
hard, but we can do it.
Yes.
I just need to know, because you know what it is? All these games that we're playing are either Monday night up until, every single game we play from now on is a Monday night or a midweek game. That Chelsea game is also another Monday night game, I think. Sorry, that Chelsea game is a Saturday night, and that Brentford game that we play is a Monday night game, and the one that we play against Leeds is another Monday night game. This one's a Friday night. I think no, you know what it is? We have 1 week off, so we need to win, right? Bournemouth, they're going to be hard, but the thing is, we've not won there for 3 years, and I think we need to change that.
No.
We need to go there and win.
We need to change that.
Bournemouth and win.
But also, you see, the thing that's helping us against Bournemouth is Semenyo is not at Bournemouth, and also Bournemouth hasn't been scoring enough goals, and because they've been playing boring kind of football. They've been unbeaten, yes, for quite a long time, but they haven't gotten a win. Not like Bournemouth. We're playing Bournemouth at full strength, at their full capacity, at their full ability. We're playing a weak Bournemouth. That's a different kind of Bournemouth that we met when we drew 4-4 back then. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We can go on an unbeaten run until the end of the season. We have to believe this. For goodness sake, we are United fans. How are we
Exactly.
not confident going to Bournemouth and beating Bournemouth?
Exactly.
It was, but not the main issue. It was an issue, but not the main issue. The main issue was just us not being able to break down their line, break down their pass. That's what it is. But anyways, Kyle, finish your last point, then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, so I'm just saying we can go unbeaten and we just need consistency. We just need to back each other up. The performance we have against Villa, need to see that game in, game out. That fight, the fight for each other, the fight for the team, that reaction after we concede, we need to see that every game in, game out. We're playing one game a week. Let's show that we have the squad strength and we have the intensity of that. Let's show that we deserve Israel football. Let's show that this squad is capable of bigger things other than that fighting for Champions League spots every time.
Exactly.
This squad win trophies, and these
Yes.
players have to show to us
Also,
until from now until the end of the season.
yeah,
Yes.
also them for sure. But anyways, we are gonna wrap it up here. Unless you have any final things to say before we go, I'm
Nope.
gonna make sure you guys hold on one second. So yeah, we have Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool, Sunderland, Forest, and Brighton to wrap the season. 8 games to go. We have to go on.
We gotta go on a surge, mate. As Kyle said, man. I'm confident because I'm looking at the other teams as well, and they're not playing. Chelsea, and Liverpool not playing well, and if we don't ram it down their throats that we're here and we're ready, I don't see why we calling ourselves Manchester United, to be honest. Because Chelsea will drop points, Liverpool will definitely drop points, and we have a chance to stretch it and finish it.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll see you on Friday for the Bournemouth preview. I'm back tonight for the Champions League. Not Champions League. Maybe Champions League show and Premier League show tonight, both of them, and NBA show. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all that. All the shows will be tonight. Make sure you guys, first and foremost, on your way out, hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Turn your notification bell on so you don't miss a live, you don't miss an upload, and you don't miss a video.
Mhm.
Make sure you guys also, leave a comment. It'll help us out. If any show suggestions, any other shows, any videos you'd like us to do, you let me know. And I'd like to leave a like, helps out with the algorithm. Subscribe to Kyle. The link is in the description of the video. Follow Ray. His Instagram is also in the description of the video. Big up to you guys. Kyle, you've got anything coming up on your show before we close out? Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I have a Champions League stream coming up today on my channel as well for those who are interested.
Guys,
Yeah,
he's
and
very,
also
Yes,
another
and I've
thing
got
that
he's
I've
very
got mini
Sorry.
review. I've got mini review coming up on my Instagram. I'm gonna drop the next 2 days about the stretch and how we've actually gotten to the stretch. Just before the end of the season. I was doing because we're in the final stretch now. Once you're
Yeah.
coming off to single digits. Yeah. So I'll be dropping that video there on my Instagram. So if you guys want to check it out, when I drop it in the next couple of days or so.
Best up, Twisted Fate. Big up to you, brother. I'm confident of those games. Bear Bournemouth, fair enough, bro. Sorry, Kyle, finish off your point, bro. Finish off your point.
Yeah, for those who are interested to watch that stream as well. Also, I saw that Bayern Munich is starting their third goalkeeper in the academy, 19-year-old. Remember the post I shared to you?
They have got a lot of injuries at their goalkeeper spot, man, Bayern Munich.
Yeah. And also, I'm close to 1K subs. So for those who haven't,
1K. Go
for
subscribe.
those who haven't subbed, you can tell your family to subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to AK. It's close to 600. Help the man get to 600 subs. Yeah,
I'm very-
before the season ends. Yeah.
Before the season, before March ends. Forget the season. Before March ends, we're trying to get to 600. So, guys, if you're new around here and you want to see more content around United, subscribe.
Mhm.
We'll do a lot of United content in the summer as well during the off season. And like I said, back live tonight for the Premier League show, and maybe for the Champions League show and NBA show all tonight. And then tomorrow, we'll see what we do. But people, it's been a great show, great talk, great good United 3 points, and we'll see you guys on Friday for the next Red Army Run pod or any.
Okay, guys, peace. Have a good weekend, everyone. Cheers.
Like, share, subscribe. Come on, United. Peace. Take care. Ineos out, Glazers out.